What's up, guys? I don't know who's there. I think I saw some people in chat that were chatting it up before the stream. Are we live? Are we live? Are we here? Hopefully everything's going all right. What's up, Luxy? Already got Luxy and Luby on. Ooh, what's up? XS Fanber. What's up, people? What's up? What's up? What's up, guys? Y'all are my like y'all are the people that always show up first, and for that I thank you, because that is so epic. Also, yo, what's up, Zerit125? What's up? Are y'all seeing like the chat up here? Where's the chat? Oh, I gotcha. There you go. Does that work? Kind of sleepy, so I might leave a bit earlier than usual and chat less. You'll be spared of my corruption, unfortunately. All right, I got you, Luxy. Yeah, I know. I'm starting a little, just a tad later today. I was a little busy, but hopefully everything will work out. We got a big stream today. Yo, Adam, quick question. Will you react to Lord of the Mysteries game stuff? Yes, I have already reacted to it. I reacted to it like, I want to say my second stream, I think. And it was absolutely wild. Sorry, guys. I'm looking at this, but I also want to face the camera. So, yes. What does that mean? Okay, anyways, but yes, I have not seen chat yet, but it'll probably pop up soon. Yeah, I think it popped up. I saw it. But yeah, I have reacted to it. What's up, Wisdom? Or is that William? I don't know. What's up? What's up? Pretty big delay. Yeah. Looks like it's trying to keep up. Oh crap, my bad. I've been busy and couldn't see it. Haha. Yeah, it's all good. But yeah, so I reacted to it like 2 streams ago, I want to say, and it was insane. I actually have a video. I have a couple of videos of it on my channel if y'all, or if you want to check it out. I reacted to the game trailer. I didn't react to the 30-minute version because people were telling me that it was highly spoiler filled. First time here, thank you for joining the Avataku stream. This is amazing. We love seeing new people here. Hope you enjoy it. We got a big stream today. We got tons of videos to react to. It's gonna be great. Tons of Lord of the Mysteries stuff. Some new anime trailers that dropped, because apparently Anime Expo was this weekend, and they dropped a lot of trailers. I won't. The one that stuck out to me the most was the new Cyberpunk Edgerunners 2 trailer dropped. Has anybody watched Cyberpunk Edgerunners? I freaking love that anime, and so the fact that they dropped number 2 is pretty crazy. So we'll be checking out the trailer for that. I have not seen it. I have been averting my eyes because a lot of other reactors have been watching it. Begins lurking in the stream. Yo, what's up, the malicious gamer? Yo, I love seeing people that I have like actively been responding to comments, and y'all show up for the stream. This is awesome. I love seeing it, guys. Y'all are amazing. Let's see. What would you rate Lord of the Mysteries out of 10 of the first 3 episodes? That is a good question. It breaks the scale for me. It definitely is like surpassed 10 out of 10 for me personally. Now that's just an anime only watcher, and I can totally see. What's up, Fangs? Nice to see you again. Yeah, it definitely surpassed like my expectations personally, and I haven't read the manga, or not the manga. I haven't read the web novel, so I cannot, I don't have that like pre-existing notions of like what is being said or like differences between the anime and the novel. So, but for me, just as an anime only watcher, I really loved it. It literally broke the scale for me. 10 out of 10. Like watching it every week now is going to be such an event for me. I remember seeing people on Twitter hoping for an Omniscient Reader's Viewpoints announcement or trailer, and they all got baited. Speaking of Omniscient Reader's Viewpoints, speaking of Orv, that's another trailer that we'll be checking out today. That dropped a year ago. Like I'm totally late to the game on that, but I still wanted to watch it. It's the anime trailer, I think. Kind of busy writing my own novel, so yeah, nice, Zareth. It's crazy because that's just the beginning, and the rest is way better. I know, and that's the thing that's crazy to me is that literally it's gonna keep getting better and better, and it's already been like peak. Let's see. Love that you're enjoying the series so far. Thanks, Luvion. Yeah, I'm so enjoying it. Yep, it is I malicious. As for having seen the Cyberpunk anime, I haven't watched it, though I have seen some reactions to some episodes. Yeah, everybody's loving it. At least the new trailer I've heard is very good. You will love the novel more. Yeah, I know, that's what I've heard. Eventually, I'm sure eventually I will dive into it. But as of now, it is I am to be remaining as a anime only for the sake of the time being. Anyways, guys, should we get into it? Should I reveal to y'all what we have planned here for today? And also, please don't be afraid to suggest videos for me to watch that are, of course, spoiler free for Lord of the Mysteries, but also like other anime reactions. Actually, Luxy, I believe you sent me something on Discord, which I'm actually gonna pull up because I remember you like a while back. I think it was after last live stream. You said to check out an anime. You said to check out an anime trailer, and so I will be doing that. So just give me a second. If you were to read the novel, I'd recommend starting from the beginning for now. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I'm definitely going to start from the beginning if I do end up reading the novel, because I feel like that makes the most sense. Let's see. I believe it was you, Luxy. Lord of the Mysteries Power. Oh, you just sent this to me earlier this morning. I'm going to add that. Lord of the Mysteries Power System in 1 minute. So I'll react to that as well. Let's see. Thanks. I'm just barely at chapter 6. Also, you should definitely check out Ellen Historian's short about Lord of the Mysteries video game. Yeah, I think I might have checked out one of those. I've checked out tons of his Lord of the Mysteries YouTube shorts. I also need to watch Castlevania among a few other anime. Okay, yes, Castlevania, which technically it's an American studio, which is good for me because I tend to rank it differently than I rank other anime, or rank like anime because it's made by an American studio, and that's good for me because I don't have to compare it to anime. I can just say it's in its own league, so I don't have to like hurt myself by saying it's not as good as other anime, which it's easier. Same thing with Avatar: The Last Airbender. I don't know who all has seen Avatar, but that's kind of how I rank it in the same category of in-game pictures. You can avoid spoilers. Yeah, I think I've seen Zareth, a lot of the stuff you're talking about. I'm pretty sure I've already seen it. Either that or it was just it was from the anime. Old Neo Mysticism Chibi stuff coming up. Yes, XS Famber. I'm just gonna call you Famber, so it's easier. But yeah, that's definitely up this stream. So yes, let's see. I'm Luxy. You sent me this 1 minute Lord of the Mysteries Power System. I'm going to go ahead and I'm gonna add that to the queue as well. That's gonna be good. And then I'm gonna go find that other one that you said to react to, like shortly after last stream. It was some other anime thing. Let's see. We'll skip that there for now, because I remember you saying something. And also, we're going to be reacting to the Annie News video, the skipped content, the cut content. We're going to be reacting to that as well. I think it's, here it is. Fragrant flowers bloom in the or Bloom with Dignity. So that one's coming up as well. So we're gonna react to that trailer as well. We got a lot of reactions. Also, while we're at it, why not watch that new Rooster one? There's a freaking, I think it's called Rooster Fighter. That's a new anime trailer that dropped. Or I've seen the manga out there, but I have not seen anything about the anime. But I knew it was getting an anime adaptation. So that just for fun, we're gonna watch that because apparently it's very interesting, to say the least. So I got that. Let's check out all that we got here, because I think we're gonna have, I don't want to have like too many videos, but we'll definitely have, hopefully. Let's see. Oh, also, if y'all want to, we're also gonna be watching the rest of the behind the scenes of Lord of the Mysteries. We're gonna watch the rest of the behind the scenes videos from the Lord of the Mysteries crew, because I need to watch like the last 5 that dropped, so that's gonna be fun. 1.23K, you're growing fast. I know, it's crazy. Like, it felt like just the other day I passed 1K subscribers, and now I'm already at 1.23. So if y'all haven't already and you're tuning the stream just, so far, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Although I'm pretty sure most of you here are already subscribed, so we don't have to worry about it. But anyways, guys, let's go ahead and tune into what we got here. So we got, and also I got the Eleceed anime trailer. How many of y'all have heard of Eleceed or Eleceed or whatever? I saw that come out and I was like, oh man, we are about to get some more, because that's a webtoon. So we're gonna get a webtoon to anime adaptation, which is gonna be insane. And from what I've seen so far, and 1 million subs subscribed now. Probably same for all the ones. They can probably be found on here rather than searching aimlessly on the sites. Yep. Oh, if you're interested in YouTube, find the opening to one of the animes that suggested. Juose. See if it might be interesting enough. Yeah, so I'm gonna, for safety, because I'm still trying to figure this out, this whole streaming thing. We're gonna stay away from like music videos unless this is music. If this is music, then I don't know if this is. But we also have the new Unravel, the Tokyo Ghoul 10th anniversary video that dropped as well, so we're gonna react to that as well. But yeah, I'm gonna try to stay away from like purely like music videos / music stuff. Unfortunately, I wish I could, but like YouTube does not like when I react to music, because that, what is it, the ending for the Lord of the Mysteries Donghua, they did not like that. They copyrighted me, so I didn't get monetized on that. So for the sake of everything, now that I am monetized, we're gonna try to stay away from anything that's gonna get us copyright claimed for now. But once I can find a way around it, then we'll start expanding. No, old Neil's Mysticism class isn't music. Yeah, the old Neil's Mysticism class was fine. All right, cool. So I think we'll start. Let's start off with the anime stuff, then we'll move on to Lord of the Mysteries, because I think that'll just make the most sense. I'm going to order this in terms of Lord of the Mysteries and anime stuff. So give me 1 second. And yeah, this is going to be a blast, guys. I cannot wait to watch all this stuff. There's so much stuff that I need to get caught up on. One thing being the Gachiakta episode 1, which is going to be coming out soon. I have been slacking, I'll be honest with y'all, on that. Just a tiny bit. But I'm about halfway through the editing process. I've just been busy, and I haven't been able to finish it. But it's coming up soon. Depending on when the stream ends tonight, I'll hop right back on it afterwards. Okay, cool. So let's go ahead. I'm just gonna start off. We're gonna start with the Eleceed teaser video for Eleceed, which in fact I'm gonna go right here. We're about to jump into it here. All right, so we got the Eleceed teaser video for the like webtoon turned anime now. which is so actually so dope. I cannot wait for this. It's gonna be amazing. I think that this is supposed to have some like crazy animation. So we shall see. Who's hyped for the Eleceed anime, or however you say it? Oh, nice. You're already monetized. Makes sense with your sub count and vid uploads among other requirements. Yeah, appreciate it, Malicious Gamer. All right, let's check it out. We ready for Eleceed? We're just gonna start with the anime stuff first, then move on to the Lord of the Mysteries stuff. I did. Yes. All right. So we're gonna be starting off with the Eleceed anime trailer teaser video. Should be insane. I think this is. I'll turn on the captions. I'm interested because I've heard good things about it. I'm gonna check it out. Yeah, we'll see. All right, let's check it out. Eleceed the anime teaser video. Wield unique powers. Oh, check it out. Oh, that's so sick. I've been wanting to read this. To be honest, I've been wanting to read this webtoon. And I actually have the webtoon app, which I've been using to read Lookism. If any of y'all have read Lookism before. Very good. I highly recommend it. I think I'm on like chapter or episode 100 something. Very good. I just have been getting sidetracked, so I haven't been able to hop back on it. But I've seen Eleceed on webtoon, and I've been meaning to check it out. But the fact that it's getting an anime now, like that's just like W's. Yo, man, the character design looks so cool. Like, look at that guy over there. That's so dope. Wow. Awakened powers clash and lightning sparks. Oh, dude, what? Dude, this is like Blue Lock. It gives me like Blue Lock vibes in terms of like the visual effects. Obviously, this is just taken from the manga. It's more of like those. I don't know how to describe it, but the manga where they take manga panels and they kind of animate it to like hype up a new, anime or whatever. The world screams in frenzy of hype. Oh, yo, the music is hype. Caden, Supreme Awakens, now lying low as a cat. I don't know how accurate these subtitles are, but Caden, ooh, dude, he's sick. Wait, what? He's a cat? Motion comic. That's right, Luxie. Jinu Seo, see you. Hiding awakened power, nothing more than ordinary. Okay. Yo, this music's actually hype though. Two opposites cross paths. Oh, interesting. New fate awakens. Ooh. Webtoon #1 battle action series will be adapted to TV anime. That's it. Oh, check it out. They're actually showing us some of the anime. Oh, yo. That's so... Dude, okay, anything to do with, like, lightning? Like, that's actually so sick. Because the animation can go crazy whenever you have all the lightning bolts everywhere. Dude, that was sick. That was actually really dope. I cannot wait for that. It's something about... like the art style. If Webtoon has like an incredible art style, and the anime adaptation is faithful to that, I think you can't lose. You literally can't lose, because you of course have to also have to factor in like, are they going to cut content? But like with Gachiakta, for instance, they maintained a pretty dang near similar art style. Let's hope it won't end up like T-Bait. Yeah, honestly, real, because that would be such a bummer. I kind of get TOG PTSD from this trailer's lightning. TOG? What is TOG? I don't think I'm familiar with that. Hope it gets the budget it deserves. Yeah, that's true. That's real. Man, yeah, Eleceed looks like it's gonna be hype. I'm really looking forward to it. Cause and I might do some scanning of the some quick like looks into the webtoon just to see what it's all about. Maybe do some recap, not some recap, maybe some like before you watch videos Oh, Tower of God season 2. Yeah, Tower of God seemed like it was really gonna be good, and I was actually like debating on getting into it, but season 2 came out and people said it kind of fell off, unfortunately. All right, so that was Eleceed. Super dope. Let's check out. What should we check out next? Maybe we'll check out that video. I also have the Gachiakta creators interview. We can watch that as well. Let's see. Or we could check out the Rooster Fighter one. Because I actually haven't checked it out. Let's check out. We got Rooster Fighter. Oh my goodness. So this actually seems kind of ridiculous to me. I don't know, like in terms of like the animation, how it's going to look. I've seen the manga, so we'll just have to see. Managed to catch the stream. Love your content. Thanks, Deruv. Thanks, man. That's awesome. Appreciate it. Thank you so much. So Rooster Fighter. What is this? We're gonna watch a freaking Rooster go at it. Anime fight scenes. Okay. Let's check it out. So these are the main bad guys, like demons, right? Kind of reminds me a little bit of like Hell's Paradise, and a little bit of what's the other one? Like Chainsaw Man. Ooh, okay. What? It's fried chicken. That's crazy. Trying to feed that to what the? That's kids for you though. The rooster. Who is he? Oh, okay. The animation actually doesn't look bad. Oh my gosh, we have this. Every time we've been lied to. I don't think it's a rooster. Oh, it's a chicken. It's a chicken probably. But every time I see this, like, you know, if, like any kind of sort of chicken thing, I think of Rising of the Shield Hero, and that one girl that turns into like a bird. I just can't unsee it. Oh, so it's like some sort of 3D. It's a 3D type animation. I hate that. What is this? Oh, the music though. The music actually goes kind of hard. I'm not gonna lie. Oh. Oh my gosh. Oh, okay. Hold on. This might actually be kind of hype. I'm not gonna lie. Like, this might actually be kind of hype. Yes, most definitely a comedy. What? What? Did bro just throw out a Kamehameha wave? Spring 2026. Okay, wow. That surprised me. I am not even gonna lie. That surprised me. That's pretty crazy. I mean, what did I expect? I don't know exactly, but I mean, the animation looks like better than I thought it was, if I'm going to be completely honest. Because I didn't really know how they were going to animate that. And whenever they do like animals and stuff and have like the 3D animation, it's kind of hit or miss. I'm predicting that that's going to be like a high B tier anime, maybe a low A tier, maybe. But it depends. Yeah, malicious gamer. It's yeah, we'll see. It's gonna depend on the story, I think, for me, because the animation. Oh. Oh my gosh! Wow. That was interesting. Shameless. Well, there we go. I guess Rooster Fighter might be on the watch list for spring 2026. Yeah, that's interesting. Move that up here. Ooh, okay. What do we have next? Let's check out the thing Luxie sent here. We have a a viewer sent video. It's for an anime called The Fragrant Flower Blooms with Dignity, which I think from what he said was a romance anime, which I'm all down for because I haven't actually watched like a single romance anime that I can think of actually. Now I think about it. I've watched like some anime with like some slice of life elements, but never a romance anime. So let's check it out. Luxie. Heck yeah. All right. Ooh, this one is peak. Ooh, what's up, the human? Let's check it out. I've never even once thought of you as scary. Okay, this is gonna kill me. This is like the type of anime that will actually crush me.
まっすぐな人がいるんだと思った。面と向かって生きったうちの客の和栗さん。だけどまさか和栗さんが桔梗の生徒だったなんて。
Okay, I also slice of life like music is so good. Like the soft piano, I'm a sucker for that type of stuff. Spies us that go. Oh, it's a boys versus girls school, so they both go to different schools. It also develops friendships a lot. Episode 1 released on piracy sites, set to release in September on Netflix for whatever reason. Interesting. Don't know why. The elite girls in Hikyo. Yo. So he's depressed, basically, that he can't go to the same school as this girl. He's down bad. Region locked. Okay, gotcha. Interesting. Romeo and Juliet kind of vibe. Yeah, I'm definitely getting that as well. A little bit. Yo, what? Wait, is it a girl and boy school? Or is it... I don't think I've watched any romance anime, but who knows if Ouran High School Host Club counts. Wouldn't be surprised if it kind of does. This is a... I don't think... Maybe they don't go to like an all-girls / all-guys school. They might just go to different schools. Oh, dude, is this the opening? This is really nice. Just waiting for you. School. Their lives intertwined. Oh man. Okay, yo, Luxie, W, absolute W recommendation. Actually, that's something I think I would actually check out, to be honest. W recommendation. The Fragrant Flower Blooms with Dignity. I think that might be that. I have not gone out of my way to watch like a romance anime, just because the public school looks way better than mine. Not gonna lie. Prestigious girls academic and a public all guys school. Wow. Okay, so that makes sense why there's that difference there. Okay. Well, there it is, man. Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, I think I might actually check that out. We'll see whenever episode 1 comes out. I might check it out. Maybe not on the channel. I might not react to it, but maybe on my own time. Check it out. Well, thanks for the suggestion, Luxie. That was awesome. All right, so should we check out the summer Hikaru died trailers? Because oh man, have I been wanting to see the summer Hikaru died. I used to have so much free time. Episode 1 is out. Yes, I know. Which is why I'm debating. We'll see. I mean, I might react to that. Well, on the channel, I can send you a link. The piracy website that it's out on. That's all good. Look, see, I'll probably just wait till it comes out and I can watch it on like Crunchy, on my own spare time. Edgerunners 2. Yes, the human. I do have Edgerunners 2 ready. But I want to save that one because that one's actually going to get me so hyped. So we're going to watch the actually, let's watch the Omniscient Reader's Viewpoints one. And then we'll maybe check out Unravel 10th anniversary. I heard that Hikaru is great. Yes, same. All right. The Omniscient Reader's Viewpoints. It's 47 seconds. It's not very long. So we'll check it out here. This is apparently, I mean, this was released, what, on Crunchy? Was this released on Crunchy? It was. So, you know, ORV is getting an anime adaptation. It was released a year ago. So let's check it out. Ooh. Dude, this is going to go so hard. Like, no joke. Oh man, is this official music? But have a radio silent sense. You know what? It's like that sometimes, Luvion. They will drop it and you won't hear anything until the time is right. So whenever more news comes out on this, we'll just see. We'll have to see. 3 Ways to Survive. Oh, that's so dope. It's in production. So I have, ooh. Okay. Ooh. Oh, it looks so good. See, I have volume 1 of this, and I need to read it before the anime comes out for sure. I need to make time for it. Had an MPREG. Does anyone know if that's true? Doesn't the ORV live action have some controversy with guns or something? I'm not sure. I did watch that trailer, funny enough. I did watch the ORV live action, and apparently there was something going on with that. Yeah, everyone is hating on the live action for some reason. Yeah, that's what I heard as well. It's very interesting. I don't know what's up with that. Read, find out. I need to read the novel before it comes out. Yeah, I need to read the... I have the episode 1 of the manga, or, you know, technically volume 1, I guess. But that was dope. Is that it? Or is there anything else? Serialized on Webtoon every Tuesday. Dude, that's dope. I cannot wait. I need to hop on it. I remember it having, like, millions of readers. Oh yeah, ORV live action is heavily hated on, dare I say, for very valid reasons. Yeah, that's interesting. I don't know why that's the case. All right, so let's check out the next video. Should we try Unravel? We'll see if it has music in here, which it might be. It is. It's gonna be. Although I really want to watch it, so for the time being, I'm going to save this for an actual video. This is the Tokyo Ghoul 10th anniversary Unravel collaboration thing. I really want to see this. Like, personally, I actually really enjoyed Tokyo Ghoul the anime. A lot of people think, onto the viewers that left Adam. Yeah. No, it's all good. Anyways. Yeah, we'll save that for its own separate video. I'll try to make it work. Hopefully, I won't get shot down and copyright claimed again, but we'll see. But with that being said, let's just move on to... We're going to do the Summer Hikaru Died. I really want to save Cyberpunk Edgerunners for last, so let's go to the Summer Hikaru Died. This is trailer number 1. And trailer number 2. This one, if it's good, if these draw me in, then we might just... Hold on. Okay. I don't know what's with this bar down here, so excuse that. Yo, what's up, Wandering Devil? What's up, what's up? Alright, so... The Summer Hikaru Died. Are we about to watch Peak? I think so. Let's get it. Except, let's get captions. There we go. Hey, you know what? I don't need captions. It's gonna caption for me, all right? The summer Hikaru died trailers 1 and 2.
1週間も行方不明だったん覚えてないんかおお全然どんだけみんな心配したと思っとるん俺がおらんくて寂しかったいや別になあ
Dude, the art style looks so good in this. I actually... Yeah, Chinese subs. That's what I was saying. I was like, what? Oh man, the art style looks so good.
変なこと聞いてもええか
Uh-oh. Until something happens.
お前やっぱ惹かれちゃうやろ
What? Excuse me? What? What? I did not... Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Are you kidding me? This is not what I thought this was about. I thought he died and then he was going to try to figure out who killed him, but this is not what I entirely expected. Dude, it's so detailed. Oh my gosh, dude. This is giving me like Parasite. I don't want to kill you. This is giving me... Okay, this is giving me like total Parasite vibes. You Are Monster by Tubo. Yo. I don't care who you are. I want to be with you, even if you're not Hikaru. What? What now? That's interesting. How can you do that though? If you know it's not your friend, how can you do that? Mess lurking somewhere in other form. Oh. Dude, look at that shot. Oh my gosh. Look at that shot. What's up, Mega PP? I have absolutely no idea how they're going to adopt the late game fights in Lord of the Mysteries. Yeah, that's going to be... I don't know either. I don't even know, and I don't even know the big fights, and I already don't know. Falling into... I'll stay with you no matter what. What? Okay, that's gonna be something that's actually it's gonna be like a WTF moment, like watching this. It's one of those anime, man. It's one of those which I'm not gonna fight. I love me some mystery, murder mystery, stuff like that. That's awesome, man. So let's move on to the second trailer for Summer Hikaru Died. I'm thinking this ever since. What? This is insane. I'm actually very confused by this. Is it an alien? Like, is he an alien, or is it a parasite, or is he an illusion? Is he a ghost? What is this? Hey, have you seen the full song? I saw it yesterday and it was so good. I have, yes, I have. I have watched it. It's earlier, or I made a video on it, so you probably could find it. Don't tell anyone. Looks like Hikaru, but it's not him. Oh, that shot is so iconic. So iconic. That's the only thing I've seen. I'm like, goodness. Dude, I'm actually gonna watch this. Like, I'll find a way to watch it on the channel. What? Oh, what? Yo, okay. Hold on. Okay, this is hype. Dude, this music. Side games, pictures. Wow. Oh, yo, Vondi is making this opening. I'm assuming that this is the opening. Some kind of parasite, I think. Some monster thing that took over his friend, I think. Okay, interesting. Vondi. Oh, dude, this is gonna be insane. I should have watched this earlier, to be honest. Oh. Really important. What? Insane. Insane. Love his Chainsaw Man song. Yeah. Ooh, Vondi. I know. Vondi's insane. Vondi's great. Vondi made the opening for Sakamoto Days. It's very good. I liked it. Wow. Summer Hikaru died. It looks like it's going to be crazy. I cannot wait to watch that. I know episode 1 came out, so I need to get on that. Now that I'm thinking about it, I may watch it on the channel. I may not. If I might put a poll out later if someone wants me to watch it, because that was one anime that I did not include in that poll, because I know that y'all priority want me to watch Gachiakta. So that's number 1. That's number 2 rather, other than Lord of the Mysteries. All right, so I think it's time. We'll save the Gachiakta creator interview for a little bit later. Also, I watched the first episode not long ago. The Water Magician seemed to be very good if you want to react to the trailer. The Water Magician? Is it a new anime that's coming out like summer 2025? Lexi? Let's see. So let's get to Cyberpunk Edgerunners 2. We have a minute-long clip. We're actually going to change the view for this. Oops. So I've been seeing people like spread this thing that like David is dead, but the journey must still go on or something like that. And I'm like, what? And apparently that is what Cyberpunk Edgerunners 2 is going to be. I love this anime. Cyberpunk Edgerunners. Like, I think it's just like correctly appreciated in my opinion, but let's just see what they have for Edgerunners 2. Let's see. I'm so curious. Like, it's gonna be new characters or what? Aw, dude. Who's bringing it back? Dude, I'm telling you right now, Edgerunners, like the deaths in that, I'm like, it's one of those doomer anime where you're watching, you're like, I don't think anybody's gonna survive, and like, you know, people just get killed off like nothing in that show. And here it is, spoiler alert if you haven't seen season 1. Goodness, David's dead, but Night City lives on. So are we gonna get like a whole brand new batch of characters then? Or is Lucy still gonna be there? Lucy's gonna make, she's gonna continue on. By Trigger. Trigger's still gonna be carrying the torch. Edgerunners 2. No way. Who's that? Who is that? Now in production. So who's that? That's not Lucy didn't have a kid, did she? No way she had a kid. But like, is Lucy gonna be involved? That's my question. Tragedy. Director of Edgerunners 2 said the Edgerunners wasn't sad enough. Oh. I like it when a lot of people die in the anime. Yeah, it's definitely compelling whenever it's like Gundam, like so many, like, you have child soldiers and all that. Speaking of Gundam, I have been on a Gundam spree recently. I've always been a Gundam fan. Like, I've made Gunpla and whatever. I've seen the original series, but like, and then they just came out with a new mecha game that I really want to play, or I got it and I've started playing it. It's called Mecha Break. I don't know if any of you have heard of it, or if any of you are gamers out there, but it's pretty dang good. Wonder if they'll do a Johnny Silver situation with the previous MC. Would be interesting. Yeah, it's a good point. It's a very good point. All right. Cyberpunk Edgerunners 2. I'm hyped for it. Nothing else to be said about that. I cannot wait. I don't know anything about Gundam. Gundam is like, it's insane. It's so, there's so much to it. Like, to try to recommend somebody Gundam, like, you want to do it, but then you know it's like an impossible task to like tell them what like Gundam show to get hooked on first. I recommend, if you like a battle shonen or you like shonen, watch Gundam Iron Blooded Orphans, or if you like Attack on Titan, like politics, like political anime kind of, I guess. Genshin anime. We haven't gotten any news in years. There's a Genshin Impact anime that's coming out. Are you kidding me? That's insane. There you go, Cyberpunk Edgerunners 2. I think it's gonna be 10 out of 10 if they hold up to what they did previously and they don't alter, they don't go too far, too far off the direction that they had going for them for the first season. I think it'll be great. Well. What do we got next? Are we done? Are we ready for some LOTM content? Yeah, by Ufotable. What? Ufotable is making a Genshin anime? That's crazy. Got announced a few years ago, but that's all we know. Yeah, that's interesting. On a side note, I'm going to go get water real quick, so I will be right back. I'll be right back. I'm gonna go get some water real quick before we react to some peak Lord of the Mysteries content. All right, tell your friends. I'm ready for some Lord of the Mysteries, some LOTM. All right, cool. Yeah, we'll get down to Lord of the Mysteries. Tell your friends to come join the stream, and I'll be back. All right. 99% of anime fans are gamers. I mean, I would think so, to be honest. Although I started on video games before I got to anime. If any of you are gamers out there, me stares at my name, Malicious Gamer. What's up, Bread Mang G? What is up? Nice to see you again. Guys, Lord of the Mysteries time. Tell your friends. The Avataku 86 is going back to his roots. Going back to my roots. My roots that just began like 4 weeks ago. Alrighty. So, let's see what we got here first. What do y'all want to see first? Should we start off with just like the Lord of Mysteries power system? So I know y'all wanted me to react to old Neil's Mysticism class, so maybe we'll start off with that. Or actually, we'll start off with the power system, oversimplified. Okay, here we go, guys. Look at this. You see this guy? You see that? Wait, that isn't too spoiler, right? I mean, Luxy sent it to me. Oh, we are a Lord of the Mysteries household, not a Lord of Mysteries household. Okay, seriously though. Actually, who here says Lord of the Mysteries? Or sorry, who here says Lord of Mysteries? Which novel reader here says Lord of Mysteries? Does anybody? I don't think this one is too spoilery because I have been seeing some reactors say or call it Lord of Mysteries, and I don't know whether to be confused or whether to cringe or what. Because I don't know if that's correct, because I looked it up and like I don't know, apparently that's a way to say it. But like I've always been told Lord of the Mysteries ever since the beginning. Either say Lord of the Mysteries or the Lord of Mysteries. I just think Lord of the Mysteries, like Lord of the Mysteries, just like it makes more sense. I don't know if that sounds right, but I'm gonna stick with LOTM. All right. Anyways, Lord of the Mysteries Power System Oversimplified by Mad3ub. So power system explained in 1 minute? Huh?
Of Mystery's power system is quite
We can do this? We can really just explain the entire power system in 1 minute. Because y'all, from what y'all have been telling me, the power system is insanely complicated, but this guy's about to tell it to me in 1 minute.
extensive compared to other series, but when you really get down to it and understand its foundations, all of it seems simple, really. Today I am here to simplify this power system into spoiler-free one-liners almost every anime only can understand, oversimplify it even. Think of Beyonders as humans with superpowers. Pathways in that case are different classes of these superpowers.
Always Lord of the Mysteries. The Mysteries. It's big but easy. It's big but easy. It's just the basics. No, not entire power system. Just up to 3 episodes. Okay, cool. Okay.
Certain pathway Beyonder can be good at physical fighting, while the other one can be good at mysticism, and another one being a balance between the two.
Wait, good at physical fighting, good at mysticism, and then 50-50. Okay, interesting. So, yeah, I obviously, like, that makes sense because Leonard is just actually, like, stupid strong. Like, can we, okay, not to get too far off the track, but I just love this. I love this anime. I love this series so far. And since we have a bunch of Lord of the Mysteries fans in the chat right now, I can actually talk to y'all about this. But the fact that, bro, like, we're talking about Leonard grabbing a shotgun and just bending with his bare hands. And then punching a guy and it blowing out the back of his shirt. I've never seen that before. Like, I mean, we've seen crazy stuff in anime, like, and yes, there's been crazier stuff, but the fact that I just personally did not expect Leonard to do that, I was not aware of the capability to just punch a guy like that, and it just blows. Like, how does that even work? I mean, I know it's a world of magic, so I don't, I know that it's not really abiding by, like, real world physics and stuff, but that's just crazy that actually happened. Did not do that, do all that in the novel. He didn't? Well, it's cool, it's action, okay? And that makes sense why they added it in the anime, because, they're just trying to display his strength, right? I don't know if I trust Google saying the author saying it's Lord of Mysteries and not Lord of the Mysteries. He got buffed in the Donghua. Yeah. Hey, I'm all here for it. Leonard being strong, totally fine with that.
Just like how there's fire-type mages, water-type mages, and dark-type mages, there's seer pathway beyonders, sleepless pathway beyonders, and other pathway beyonders, 22 in total. Now, if you think of pathways as classes of superpowers, and beyonders as humans who belong to one of these classes, sequences can be considered the grade of these superpowers. Sequences
I'm getting this part. Like, I'm understanding this. Lord of Mysteries is the official translation, sadly. Lord of Mysteries. Well, you know what? I don't care if it's the official translation. I'm calling it Lord of the Mysteries. I'm calling it Lord of the Mysteries because I want to. They made Leonard more gay than I thought he was. Really? That's pretty freaking insane. Yeah, I'm pretty sure most of that was more action for enticement. But like the video says, some pathways go geared towards do gear towards physical fighting.
Range from 9 to 1, 9 being the weakest and 1 being the strongest.
Yep.
Further classification, there's low sequence beyonders, mid sequence beyonders, and high sequence beyonders. You can think of low sequences as F to D grade of beyonders, mid sequences as C to B grade, and high sequences as A and S grade of beyonders within their pathways.
Yeah.
F grade being humans with just a few flash.
F grade beta. F grade beta. I don't see why. I don't see why though. I find it cool. I mean, he made. Oh no.
Tricks, and
Are
S
crazy.
grade being beyonders who
S
are
grade
closer to being
Sigma.
divine being than human,
Dude.
which is also why sequence pathways are also called pathways of
Yep.
the divine. So our protagonist Klein right now is a sequence 9 seer, which translates into seer type F grade mage. And that's really it. Of course, there's much more depth to this, but this really is the basic of how the power system works. Any more of it and it will just be spoilers.
Okay, that was awesome. I saw this pop up explaining Lord of the Mysteries currency using bread. Should we watch that just for? Should we watch that just for fun? All right, guys, vote on the poll. Bread video. bread video. I haven't watched it. Well, maybe we'll get into Mr. Top Hat Cat. What's up, Mr. Top Hat Cat? Bread. Is anybody going to vote no for bread video? Bread. This guy's very funny. Yeah, it was pretty funny when he did what was this? This right here. F grade beta. Everybody wants the bread video. Grab your companion bread too. I don't think it has spoilers, but I can check real quick. All right, Luvion, check real quick before we accidentally spoil ourselves. So, realistically, given your in real world physical capabilities, would you be an F grade beta or an S grade sigma? I'm thinking I'd probably be. I mean, I got there could be. I'm pretty agile, so maybe not F grade. Maybe like D grade, or it's A B C D. E. I guess E or D grade maybe. But I feel like the more powerful you are, the more responsibilities you have. Like if you're. I already watched it. No spoilers. Okay, bread video it is. Bread video it is. End poll. Boom. Everybody wanted the.
Which is also.
Okay.
The economy in Lord of Mysteries is pretty.
So this actually will help me because low-key I do get a little lost whenever they're talking about the currencies in Lord of the Mysteries. That's great, Leonard Simp. We need to name the bread, Adam. We must name the bread you had in the reactions. It is now our Lord of the Mysteries permanent companion during reactions. Our mascot. At least I didn't notice any as an anime only. Basically, Lord of the Mysteries. Is that another video, Fangs?
Pretty weird, but like what do you expect? It's literally a different world.
Explaining Lord of the Mysteries currencies using bread. We shall watch, we shall consume. To learn, to expand our brain,
we'll be discussing due to
and learn more
reasons.
about this world.
There are 3 denominations of currency, the first and most powerful one being gold pound. Each gold pound has the purchasing power of 20 soli, and each soli has the purchasing power of 12 copper pence or pennies.
Okay, so gold equals 20, and then 1 equals 12. So the dollars are less. I thought the dollars were worth more than the coins. Or the coins are worth, the gold ones are worth about 20 of the dollars, the soles, and then each sole is worth about 12 copper pence. So you don't want the copper pence or chump change. You don't want those. Complicated for no reason. Yeah. 1 pound equals 140 USD. That's crazy. All right.
So basically, 1 gold pound is equal to 20 soli, which is equal to 240 pence. There's also half a pence and a quarter pence, which are exactly what they sound like, worth half and a fourth of a copper pence respectively. To put the denominations into real world terms, 1 pence is estimated to be around 3 to 4 yuan. Taking the former, we can conclude that 1 pence in Lord of Mysteries is worth 3 yuan or 0.40 USD in the real world, meaning 1
Okay, so almost 50 cents. Almost a 50-cent coin.
soli is worth around 5 USD, and 1 gold pound is worth around 100 USD in the real world.
100?
The important part, at the beginning of the web novel volume 1, Klein buys some bread from a lady who charges him 1.125 copper pence for 1 pound of rye bread. That means 1 pound of rye bread costs us around 0.4725 or around half.
Dude, almost 50 cents for a pound of bread. That's pretty insane, dude. I wish I could buy a pound of bread for 50 cents. That's cheap.
Of a USD, if for no reason
The economy in Lord of the Mysteries must be good.
particular, after watching the Donghua or reading the web novel, you have developed an unhealthy obsession with bread. It's all you can think about, feel about, desire, and
Feel
dream
about.
I will give you the financial incentive to relieve you of this burden for life. To buy enough bread to fill up your house of 176 cubic feet or 50 cubic meter, considering a pound of rye bread has the volume of around 1.15 liters.
Oh, no.
To fill up your house, you would
Oh,
need around
no.
43,478.260869 pounds of rye bread, which will cost you around 20,543.5 euros.
Dude, who's got 20.5 grand to spend on rye bread to fill up my house? Copper equals cents. Okay, that makes sense. No pun intended.
USD. But to fill up your house, you do not need just bread, you would also need a house. To buy a terrace house in Lord of Mysteries economy, you would need 850 gold pounds or 85,000 USD, or basically 223,372.44 pounds of bread worth of money.
My
And a
gosh.
brief talk about becoming a Beyonder. To become an entry-level Beyonder, you would need at least 900 gold pounds or
Wait, what? Oh, to buy the items to make the potions.
90,000 USD worth of money. That's 190,000 for
What? Did it actually cost that much? Did it cost that much for Klein? Or because I know that Dunn like waived his expenses. I have $20.
476.2 pounds of bread worth of money. So basically, it's either you become an entry-level Beyonder or buy a f***ing house, fill it up with rye bread, and spend your entire life just eating that f***ing bread because 43,000 pounds of bread is around 65 million calories, enough to last you for at least 75 years. Subscribe so I can do the latter, buy a ton of bread.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Actually, what the heck? Ain't no way. Dude, insane. Actually insane. It's free because he was in the Nighthawks. He was provided with the potion. Yeah, that makes sense. Live report of surprising Adam. Oh. Otherwise, he's have to pay. Yeah, exactly. Which is insane. Like, that's I did not know it was going to be that expensive. Some hints at the very beginning, but mainly at 3 of 5. I'm not done watching though. Okay, I gotcha. Yeah, a lot of y'all are going to watch the video real quick. Basically, Lord of the Mysteries is one of those videos where you won't understand what it's talking about until you watch or read Volume 1. Yeah, then I'll stay away from it, guys. Don't worry about it. we have plenty of content to watch today, so there is no worries at all whatsoever, because we can just wait till after season 1. Yeah, even if it has hidden spoilers, I don't want to accidentally catch those spoilers and just like be like, uh-oh. All right, well, explaining Lord of the Mysteries currency using just bread. I am now a bread expert, aka currency expert. 1 pound equals 20 solely. 1 solely equals, was it 12? Was it 12 copper pennies or pence or whatever? Bread, exactly. Moral of the story, bread. All right, so what was next? Let's go check it out, because I accidentally pressed on a different video. So I need to now go and grab the rest of the videos I had laid out. All right, so we got that. All right, guys, what's next? We have the Mysticism class number 3 from episode 3. We have the cut content from Lord of the Mysteries. And we have the behind the scenes videos, and then we have the episode, we have the episode 3 Chibi video, which I'm really looking forward to the Chibi video. Crave the carbs, Adam the bread lord. I'm French Canadian. Baguette. I'm French Canadian. Lord of the Mysteries Chibi would be a good follow up from this video. Okay, you got it, Famber. Chibi time, Chibi time. From Merlin Sparrow, the goat. The goat Merlin Sparrow. Very nice, very nice. All right, we have Chibi episode 3 for the Lord of the Mysteries Donghua. Chibi Klein. Let's do it. I cannot wait. This one's a little bit longer than the ones we've gotten in the past. About 2 minutes long. 1 minute 53 seconds. Let's check it out. If you'll actually play. There we go. Let's turn up the quality. We want high quality. What? So that's oh, what's her name? Goodness. It is. Don't tell me. It's what's her face? What's her name? It's not Danielle. Not Jessica. Melissa. Chibi Melissa. Okay, you told me. I'll take it. Yes, Melissa.
这就是我们新家了吗？感觉像是做了一场梦。
Feels like a dream.
那就不要醒来。
可是，天十字街那边还有半年的合约，吝啬的房东先生是不会同意退租的，我们得赔付一大笔违约金。
Oh man, the subtitles are going fast. We'll have to pay a large penalty for breaking the contract.
一大笔违约金。
不用担心，梅丽莎，包在我身上。
Oh, Benson's gonna handle it. Oh.
弗兰奇先。
Oh, Benson's trying to take the fall. It's delay. Wrote like a minute ago. Don't forget that we have a gold pound for cutting the contract. Shoujo reference.
季先生，您应当赚得更多。
You have to be earning more.
我们3个人的
How much is the rent for 3 of
租金
us?
呢是5苏勒6便士。
It's only 5 solin's expense.
如果是6、7个人的家庭，肯定愿意为此支付更多。
那就19苏了。
哎，最近停更房租一直在上涨，我们住的越久，您损失越多。
18苏勒，我需要时间来寻找新租客。
我相信您2天内就能找到。其实我们只要转租出去。
What is going on?
半年就能赚到18苏了，但我们并没有这么做，相反还会赔偿您这2天的损失，就用我们交的押金3苏了。
Whoa! Benson is he's a goat. He's a goat. He has what we call talk no jutsu for any Naruto fans out there. He's got the talk no jutsu. He's able to talk him down.
你真是一个有良心、做事诚实的年轻人呐！
人才啊，本森！毕竟房东先生的智商还不如卷毛费。
Drowning in bread. What? Yo. Okay, so Yapano Jutsu, exactly. Benson's the goat just for saving them. So, what entirely happened? Because I was trying to follow along, but I just got distracted by the bread. Saline bread. Because, like, were they using the bread to calculate how much it would cost? Bread is life. Bread. Everybody's just obsessed. Gosh, the bread is taking over. All right. Yeah, that was awesome. Dang, it's like but like Melissa was trying to. They were calculating the bread that it would take. Oh my gosh, this shot is amazing. This shot is amazing. This is like totally thumbnail worthy. Yeah, they removed their lease from the old apartment. Curly hair baboon mentioned. The landlord's a curly-haired baboon. They were convincing the landlord that canceling the lease would be more profitable. Exactly. Okay, I gotcha now. Where's your bread? Dude, the bread is gone. I'm sorry to tell you, but it's gone. It's long gone. That was 2 weeks ago. Bye-bye, rye bread, unfortunately. But it was enjoyable while it lasted. I will say that. All right, so that Chibi episode was honestly great. I still think I like the first one better. I don't know. This one was good. The second one, or the first one, was just really. It looked fantastic. Something about it just looked great. It's gone. Yeah, it is gone. It's bye-bye. Hey, I didn't kill it. The bread was sacrificed. Yes, it was sacrificed to the raccoons outside of my house. No, not actually. The possums. At least you didn't waste the bread. That would be truly terrible. Yes, of course. All right. That was episode 3 of the Chibi version. Terminating the contract. Dude, so overall, Benson's a goat. We learned that he has Yap no Jutsu, able to talk down the landlord to canceling their lease. It's awesome. So, on to the next one. I think we could probably watch the old Neil's Mysticism class next. I'm reporting you declined for not sacrificing the... Oh, man. You got me. All right, so old Neil's Mysticism class has spoilers, but Merlin has timestamps where to skip to. Okay. So apparently there are... Okay, so where is the... Does he say? Does it say in the video, or where? Does it say... Okay, we're going to watch Old Neil's Mysticism Class Extras Part 3. It's in the video. You'll see. It'll say in the video. Okay, gotcha.
好学的非凡者们，今天继续我们的神秘学课程。
Old Neil. Old Neil. when one of the things is blocked out. Okay.
上节课我们学习了非凡途径，这节课我们来详细认识一些途径。第一个途径是克莱恩遵从内心声音选择的占卜家途径。占卜家途径的人擅长占卜、灵视等能力，神秘学知识非常丰富，但早期战斗能力不强。随着序列升高，能力会越来越神奇。从序列9到序列7。
Okay, translator's note. The name of the Seer Sequence 7 wasn't revealed in Volume 1 of the novel. So if you don't want to know until Klein finds out about it, skip from 130 to 216. If you don't want to know the clown powers until Klein finds out about them, skip. Wait, so where do I need to go then? So it says, if you don't want to know until Klein finds out about it, skip to 130. Skip or find out about it. Skip that. If you don't want to know. Okay, so we'll skip from 105 to 216. Okay, go to 216 now. Okay. 216 it is. We don't want to get spoiled.
接下来我们再来学习一下收尸人途径。我们今天先学习序列9收尸人，序列8掘墓人，以及序列7通灵者。弗莱。
Wait, let's go back. So these are the different. So we have corpse collector, grave digger, and then spirit medium. And isn't Dolly a spirit medium? Correct? Remind me. Not now. No. Wait, what do you mean? Oh, not now. Oh, well. Oh, okay. We'll go back to 105. Or wherever we were at. But we'll skip when it gets to 105. I got y'all.
依次为占卜家、小丑、魔术师。序列9占卜家的能力是
Yeah, exactly. I'll skip. Okay, I got it. 36 to 105. I'll skip at 105.
和占卜，占卜又包括灵摆法、梦境占卜法、卜障寻物法等，但缺乏直接的对敌手段。相应的，在神秘学知识上，占卜家会比窥秘人。
Okay. Yeah, I figured it.
更博学。
Lack of means to directly confront enemy mysticism knowledge. Okay.
更专业，晋升序列8。
Gotcha. Okay. I'm understanding now. Okay, I gotcha. So he was above. He was wasn't he like 2 sequences above Klein? The clown was. I understand now. Okay, that totally makes sense. Okay, let's go back to 206. Okay, now skip. Or 216 rather.
期待。接下来我们再来学习一下收尸人途径。
我们今
天先学习序列9收尸人，序列8掘墓人，以及序列7通灵者。弗莱就是序列9收尸人。收尸人具备一定的尸体特质，整个人显得颇为阴森，体温较低，从而避免被无智慧的亡灵袭击。同时，他们还获得了身体素质的提升，能承受腐烂、寒冷和死亡气息的侵蚀。天然具备灵视，能直接看见部分恶灵，并且了解诸多不死生物的特点和弱处。序列8是掘墓人，体魄更。
Okay, now we're on a grave digger. One gains a more powerful physique. More durability, spirit vision is enhanced, more agility. That seems to be she likes corpse more than men. Yeah. Who here has read the novel and how far have you got finished? Chapter 65.
为强壮，灵视更加厉害，身手更为敏捷，能初步沟通附近少量的灵。还有阿霍瓦郡有名的通灵者戴利，他可是短短2年就晋升。
Sequence 7, that's what I thought. That's what I thought. Sequence 7.
序列7的天才，序列7通灵。
Also, can we just talk about that shot right now? That shot that they're showing, literally, oh, it was probably one of the best shots that I've seen in the anime so far, if I'm being completely honest. Like that close-up shot of Dolly, and she has like the hair waving, and she's like, oh, that was so sick.
灵者掌握各种与灵相关的神秘学仪式，能直接与现实世界的自然灵和徘徊的亡灵沟通，借助不同的灵实现各种魔法，制造超自然现象，还能伪装成活尸，忍受腐烂、寒冷、死亡等气息的侵蚀，拥有死亡之眼的能力，能找出不死生物的弱点。还有我们停根。
Okay, interesting. The most followed pathway among Nighthawk team.
职业小队里最多人选择的途径，不眠者途径，从序列9到序列7，依次为不眠者、午夜诗人、梦魇。比如
Okay. Oh, wait a second. Are we saying though, in saying that, does that mean Dolly is technically a little bit more powerful than Leonard at this moment in time that we've seen? In this moment in time that we've seen just from episode 1 through 3. Does that mean that Leonard is just slightly... Because isn't he... Or is he not a midnight... I thought he was sequence 8, wasn't he? Wasn't Leonard sequence 8? Because I can't... I mean, he doesn't seem like he's less powerful. Yes, 100%. So Dolly is actually more powerful than Leonard at this moment in time. Okay, interesting. But Leonard was just bragging. He was bragging to Klein that there's something special about him. Okay, gotcha. Okay, well, it's confirmed. It's confirmed.
如我们的队长邓恩，他就是序列7。
Yep. And Dunn is sequence 7 Nightmare. He's really, he's powerful. Pretty powerful.
梦魇能自由地出入极大范围内每一位熟睡者的梦里，强制拉人入梦。这种能力在100米距离内有一定效果，但需要时间逐渐生效。还有伦纳德序列8午夜诗人，擅长格斗、射击、攀爬和感应，也擅长用不同风格的诗篇对周围的生灵造成不同的影响。
Yes, and that's what's so sick about Leonard. Like he does the freaking aura farm as he's speaking like ancient Hermes, or was it just regular Hermes? And then he's just like, oh, it's so sick. It is so sick. Leonard is so sick. He's great. He has someone in a shadow. Oh gosh. Oh gosh.
简单来说，就是暴力食人。不眠者途径的非凡者，即使在没有光照的条件下，也具备卓越的视力。每天只需3到4个小时的休息时间就足够了。夜晚越深，他们的精力、力量、敏捷和思维。
So 3 to 4 hours of sleep a day is all they need, and then they're stronger at night. Is that also just Hermes? I think. Okay. 9 to 8 is where stuff is mainly just improvements to what people can do, not really big supernatural powers. Okay. Gotcha. Their energy, strength, agility, perception, spirituality.
思维、灵感都会愈发超越普通人，能够敏锐察觉到黑暗中隐藏的未知危险，但代价是容易分不清梦境和现实，导致健忘。哎，偷偷告诉你们，我们的队长邓恩就很健忘。
Very forgetful. Dunn is very forgetful.
年轻人们，哎， 集中注意
We're on the sleepless pathway.
力。我们还有2个神秘学知识没学完呢。接下来我们来认识一下封印物。封印物是被7神教会搜集并封印的神奇物品，相对于一般的神奇物品有更强的副作用，既能用来对抗威胁，又可能引发灾难。
Cause disaster? What? So you're telling me some part of it is just literally just to cause chaos? Forgetful done.
因此需要加以封印，而且这里面有一部分的存在非常特殊，本身具备某种活着的特性，会引诱看守者，会影响周围，也会自行逃脱，会造成灾难性后果。封印物按危险程度用数字代号进行区分，分别是0到3级。
Oh, and they even have their own degree of risk. Didn't he say? I'm trying to remember. Sequence 7 is where stuff gets a little strange, but it's not that bad. From there, I can't say anything, but it gets crazy. Ooh, I'm assuming so.
0级封印物是非常危险级，最高保密等级。1级封印物是高度危险级，可有限利用。2级封印物是危险级，各大城市的中央教堂可保存3到5件。3级封印物是有一定危险级，需小心使用，必须。
So basically, you don't wanna freaking mess with like zero, like degree of zero risks, because that is definitely not zero risk. That's the highest risk. Highest confidentiality level. Man, what in the world is gonna happen if they open up a 0, like, sealed artifact? That's like, who's gonna be able to handle that? Like, sequence 7s probably aren't. Like, you probably gonna have to be like a sequence like 5 and above to even like stand a chance. I don't know. Yeah, that's gotta be crazy.
需3人以上的行动才能申请。通过数字就该明白它代表着什么。比如2049就是危险级49号封印。
Whoa! Look at this information. Oh my gosh. Looks like a puppet. Sealed artifact that has the property of being alive, able to control living creatures like puppets within a certain range. It preferentially affects humanoid creatures within 5 meters of it. The closer they are, the more likely they are to be selected by it. The selected ones will have slow thinking, stiff bodies, and sluggish movements. Whenever 2049 encounters a descendant of the Antigonus family, even if only a trace of their presence remains, he will become extremely excited and his abilities will be significantly enhanced, with the number of people affected rising to 2 each time. Ooh, so just when he's in contact with a descendant of the Antigonus family. To deal with the dangers posed by 2049, the following measures can be taken. When more than 3 people use 2049, they can do the flexion and extension exercises, which is this, of radio gymnastics to let their companions find out whether they are being controlled, and they can wake up each time, or each other.
安提戈努斯家族诡异木偶。最后一个神秘学知识：符咒。符咒就
Oh, which is the little necklace thing, the little necklace like charm thing that Klein had. Spells are like one-time skill cards in the mystical
像魔法世界的一次性技能卡片，是具备一定特殊能力，可用于
can be used in fierce battles, less negative effects, one-time skill cards.
激烈战斗的物品。相比其他魔法道具，符咒的负面效果较少。它必须通过仪式制作，向高位神秘力量祈求力量，用可承载的材料和对应的符号将获得的力量固定下来。制作者可自行设定开启咒文，念完咒文并灌注灵性后，在
within 3 seconds to take effect. Set up the spell activation. Chant spell while infusing spirituality. Throw it at the target within 3 seconds to take effect.
3秒钟内丢向目标即可发挥作用。不过低级符咒
However, the spiritual power of a low-level charm will decay over time. Needs to be remade every 2 weeks. Wow.
的灵性会衰减。
That's interesting. Because it can be used up.
每2周就要重新制作一次。在职业者小队与瑞尔比伯对战前，队长交给克莱恩的银质卡片就是。
Oh, but they can be reused, right? Is that what he said? But they just need to be. It takes like, what do you say, 2 weeks or something? I'm rewinding it. What is Luxie doing? Yeah.
每
Every
2
2
周
weeks.
就要重新制作一次。在职业者小队与瑞尔比伯对战前，队长交给克莱恩的银质卡片就是符咒，叫做沉眠符咒，是黑夜教会的常见低阶符咒，效果类似于邓恩和伦纳德让人宁静、让人入睡的吟唱，会让目标沉眠。
And that's exactly what Dolly needed. She said, keep it still for like 3 seconds.
好啦，今天的神秘学课堂就到这里啦，你们慢慢消化和巩固。
Digest and consolidate everything. That's exactly what I'm going to do. Goodness. Man, old Neil is like the best teacher ever.
我们下节课见。
Wow, W's in the chat for old Neil. W old Neil. About M. Preg and Lord of Mysteries. Oh man, wow. Well, there you go. Old Neil's Mysticism class. That was definitely like a lot of information, but I definitely think it helped, especially with like learning the different pathways. Of like, it's kind of like a video game, which is going to be so interesting when the video game actually comes out. We're going to see, oh, it has so much potential. Like, to capitalize on a video game about this series, you couldn't have struck more gold than this, to be honest. Very nice. Wow, that was great. All right. So moving on from that, what is next? Do we have the behind the scenes? Do we want to watch the behind the scenes? Because we have like from 5 all the way to like 9, or was it? I think, or was it? Yeah, it was 5 through 9. Oh gosh. So man, the corruption, it never evades. We can never have a corruptionless chat. It's oh gosh. Well, I don't know if old Neil can teach you that, to be honest. Listen to the full version of the ending song. Far Asylum, I wish I could, but unfortunately that is going to not, like, YouTube's not going to like that. So, have you seen the 30-minute video game content? I have not yet. I was told that there was lots of spoilers in those videos. Do you have the subbed behind-the-scenes videos? Yes, I do. But to answer your question, Far Asylum, I have decided, made the executive decision to stay away from that for now, or like at least music content, because YouTube does not like when I react to songs. It will shut it down, especially now that I'm monetized. I'm trying to stay away from that. I don't want to risk it, especially this early in my YouTube journey. Oh gosh, Adam, run. All right. But yeah, so but I will try to react to it in a video at some point, but I still need time to figure out how I'm going to do that without getting copyright claims. So so do you have a Discord server? Fanber, I do not have a Discord server yet. I will be opening up one eventually, but at this moment I do not have one yet. I still need to figure out how to run a Discord server and all that jazz. It's a lot of work, and I am barely trying to keep up with the uploads, and that's my main focus right now, is just keeping up with the uploads. Whenever I get, start to get more community members, and I can start divvying out certain responsibilities, hopefully to the right people and everything. And it can take a little bit of a load off my shoulders, and we can get a Discord and do all that jazz and have fun with all that other stuff. Same thing with the Patreon. I'll eventually open up a Patreon as well, but that's going to come later down the line. Whenever we actually start getting like a bigger community going, we'll start opening up the floodgates to all the fun stuff. So might have overlooked spoilers. Stares at Luxie quote. Shh. Oh gosh. Okay, so let's watch the behind the scenes videos, and then we might end it off on the episode 1 cut content for from Annie News. So I think that's gonna be the last thing that we're gonna do. So let's watch it. All of the let's just go. Also, W in the chat for Y username. I know he hopped in the chat last stream, I believe, and so this is pretty amazing. So let's go ahead and do this. So what's this dubbing vlog? So we got. I ranked 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, we're on to 5 now. All right, here it is. All right, behind the scenes of the most torturous project. We're going to be watching the behind the scenes videos from behind the scenes 5 through 9, I think is what it's going to be. So let's get it. We're on to behind the scenes of the most torturous project. I need captions. Probably since the start of my career, this has been the most torturous project. Oh man, this is just gonna be so sad. But we thank you for your work. 40 key and 40? Holy moly. Couldn't be more wrong. 1 to 3, 1 to 1.
是1拍2和1拍1的组合。
先做个简单的自我介绍吧。
我主要是做角色原案和那个总作画监督的工作。角色原案呢，就是在角色设定之前给角色定调，然后设计角色的元素。总作画监督呢，就是当动画进入到中期环节，对原画进行修正。
在设计人物的过程中，有哪些故事可以跟我们分享一下？
从2021年的时候开始接触这个项目。
2021? What? That it's been a thing since then. 1, 2, not 1 to 3. I think there was a typo there. Okay, gotcha. It's like 6 a.m. I haven't slept. Oh, Vamper. Y'all are crazy staying up. Let's see. By accident with subtitle corruption. All right.
项目，我们就已经开始同步在着手设计角色。一开始的话，我们考虑到不要和前面的片子雷同，然后我们就做了一些外围的发包测试。最终，克莱恩吧、伦纳德这些角色，我们是改了10几版，然后才定到现在这个样子。这个应该是在我从业生涯以来最曲折的一个项目。
在设计这些人物的时候，会有一些特定的元素吗？
有一些会有特定的元素，比如说他们的衣着风貌，包括服装的裁剪，我们更倾向于19世纪中后期的服饰的表达。比如说男性的衬衣，它可能是宽皱型棉麻的材质比较多。到了贵族，他会运用一些东方的丝绸的元素。
克莱恩的人物视觉上有什么特别的设计吗？
整体是白皮，然后还有一个就是发型，它是。
And there's the hairstyle, which is slightly curly.
是微卷的。整体的面部呢，我们还是从那个主流的2次元的角色去出发，然后跟它增强了一些小的特点，比如说它的鼻梁是稍微有一点弯曲和挺翘的。
在整个设计创作的过程中，有没有很崩溃的时刻？
崩溃的时刻就是我还是觉得是。
One moment of a meltdown. Oh my goodness. Probably throughout my entire animation.
是我整个从业动画生涯以来走得最慢的一个项目，因为我们是一个成熟的团队。
It's for a mature team.
但是在这个项目进行的初期呢，就是感觉怎么都做不出来，就感觉是很困难。
It's very hard, but then the number of animators increased to more than 10.
然后作画监督呢是增加到了10几个人，原画呢增加了40几。
40 key animators. That's still insane to me. 40 key animators. That is so many. I don't think even like popular anime have that many. I mean, I assume they have like 20, but like 40 is insane.
为什么需要这么多的一个配置？
因为张数比较多，纯人力消耗。
我听说就是鬼灭之主的张数，相比其他动画是有一个非常大的量级上的提升。
对对对，因为首先它是30分钟嘛，我们用的是1拍2和1。
Content of each frame of a second of 24 frames per second video is different. 24 pictures need to be made for 1 second. The 1 to 2 mode requires 12 pictures for 1 second. The most common type in China is 1 to 3 or 1 to 4. Oh, 40 key animators isn't that much? Oh, it's not? Okay, then I must be wrong, imagining things. Secondly, we use combination of 1 to 1 to 1. Okay, interesting.
1拍1的组合，所以说相对的张数会密集一些。
那有比较幸福的时候吗？
幸福的时候就是当很难的一个镜头，我们最终。
But I think we finally did. We got the sense of surprise that there is.
呈现出来的时候那种惊喜感。然后是辛苦以后得到的回报，比如说在看到整个第6集的。
When I first watched episode 6, oh my goodness.
时候就觉得那个呈现基本上也接近自己想象中的。
Just watching that episode was extremely close to what I had imagined in my head.
画面，整个的故事的世界观。
The world building characters, the whole story, it really feels like it was starting to come together. Dude, I cannot wait for episode 6. Now she's hyping it up like this.
和角色我都觉得开始立起来了。
The world building and characters of the story really feels like it was starting.
动画《鬼灭之主》在6月份将跟大家见面了，你现在是怎么样的心情？
这个心情其实挺忐忑的。我希望就是说，更多的观众接受2维动画，接受《鬼灭之主》，我们肯定是会和团队一起把这个 IP 越做越好，就尽量能够做到大家喜欢嘛。
用一句话来安利《鬼灭之主》，
赞美语者，希望大家也能赞美《鬼灭之主》动画。
That's awesome, man. Wow, so episode 6 seems like it's going to be pretty hype. That's crazy. All right, so let's go ahead and go here. We got this, so we're going to move on to episode 7. This is 6 dubbing vlog. All right, so next we got voice acting Yang Kai Ki or Kui, dubbing vlog. Let's see it. Dubbing vlog. Don't know entirely what that means, but we shall see.
我可以吗？真可以吗？在开录的前1、2天就开始。
I started to have constant insomnia.
持续的失眠，在观影室也好，电脑之前也好，都有不断的练习。我会赞美观众。
Oh, so not any of the ones he's reacting to. Okay, interesting. All right, dubbing work of Lord of the Mysteries. Voice actor represents works. Oh, the King's Avatar season 2. I've heard of the King's Avatar. Games, Arc Knights. Okay, interesting. So who does he voice? Do we know who he voices? Like what character he voiced in LOTM in Lord of the Mysteries? Wait, what are y'all talking about? There's a big spoiler in which video? Is it the happiest episode?
OK， 先问价吧。
Is he Klein? Is he Klein's voice actor? Oh, To Be Hero X. Interesting. He also voices in To Be Hero X. Interesting. Wow. Okay.
最后那个结尾别太粗了也好，每个字都特别雕琢一些。
Flooding last to Ilanan. Flooding last to Ilanan. Oh, we are Tamena booty.
OK。
Oh, yo. Definitely don't watch the happiest episode. What the heck? I don't remember them mentioning that. At least he isn't poor. LOL. Leo Klein. Okay. Wait, so we're not gonna watch the happiest episode. Thank y'all for warning me. So we'll just I'll just probably name it part 2 then.
大家好，我是配音演员。
Or did I watch it? I don't even know. I've lost track, guys, if I'm being honest. And I don't have my channel pulled up right now. Yang Kai Ki, voice actor for Lord of the Mysteries. Hello, everyone.
杨凯奇在《诡秘之主》里面饰演克莱恩，你们可以称呼我
He plays Klein. You can me
为愚者。怪不好意思的。
陈老师面前有3张塔罗牌，每一张都会有一个问题，你随机的抽取一张，然后回答。
接到诡秘之主克莱恩这种高。
What's your process? Can you share your true feelings when you took on this job? Was your first reaction worried or excited when you got the role of such a high-profile character as Klein from Lord of Mysteries?
人气角色，第一反应是担忧还是兴奋？可以分享一下接下配音任务的真实心路历程吗？试音的时候我就已经很。
Okay, I didn't catch the spoiler though. Okay, perfect. Then
激动和忐忑。
During the sound check, I was already very excited.
后来有一天，杰达告诉我，哎，定我了啊！好，我就尽力准备一下吧。在开录的前1、2天就开始持续的失眠。哦，我们诡秘之。
How will you respond to everyone's reaction? What will be everyone's opinion? If not good, then people will criticize. If it is, it will be praised.
播出之后一定会收到大家的关注。如果看到夸夸的评价，会有什么反应？看到不太好的评价，我又会怎么回应呢？首先，感谢大家的认可。
First of all, thank you for your recognition.
我会赞美观众。看到不太好的评价，我会很真诚地接受大家的批评和建议。我也会化身幻体师之主去。
Lord of the bathrooms, go to the bathrooms and reflect 800 times, bro.
幻影师反思800遍，谢谢大家的理解和支持以及批评。还记得第一次配克莱恩时的经历和感受吗？第一天的时候，感觉每一句话都要停下来调整呀，因为他有3个身份不停地在转换，这是我之前录音的过程当中没有遇到过的问题。尤其是挥舞这场主宰的时候，会非常的没有底，因为我本身声音就很难沉到那个阶段。
你们可以称呼我愚者。
Ooh, yeah, that's true. He doesn't seem naturally like that's his natural tone, his natural tone. But if he can get down to the lower tones, then like he sounds great doing it.
基本上2、3句就要重复调整，后面还重新反录了第一天的第1集。
比较深刻。
Are there any sequences? Are there any scenes that left a deep impression on you that you keep repeating?
就是那句话，可以称呼我为鱼，没有那种轻松的装到的感觉。在观影室也好，在电脑之前也好，都有不断的练习，因为第一
Because I didn't perform so well on the first day.
天发挥的这么不好。
Oh man! So he had to do some extra takes because he wasn't able to get it at first.
在听到我们的问题之后，抽取觉得最能代表自己内心反应的表情包。当杰大告诉你你要
When she told you that you were to voice protagonist Klein, what's your reaction?
配诡秘之主男主克莱恩的时候，你的反应是？
我
Wait, what was that? What in the world is that? Are these like Chinese memes?
因为这个 IP 实在是很有重量级。
预测一下动画播出后你会有哪些反应？
暗中观。
Observing secretly.
动画播出之后，对粉丝的评价，你会做出怎么样的反应？
我肯定是认真听讲，然后
I'll receive it all. He's got the cat.
全部收到，我一定会认真听大家的反馈，好好的去琢磨。在之前的配音过程当中，我还有什么做的不到位的地方？
诡秘之主的动画播出后，你想对屏幕前的卷毛狒狒们说？
Oh wow.
用一句窥秘人这条途径的格言吧：为所欲为，但勿伤害。
Wow. Yo. I apologize, Adam, for our chat. Blame Luxie. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I honestly haven't been paying attention much because I've been just so invested in what I was watching there from the voice actor. But yeah, the corruption. Y'all just wait till I hire a moderator and I'm gonna wrangle all y'all in, even though I know it's mostly just Luxie. Basically, all the mysteries after the video explained many things without spoilers. People were telling me that I should watch that after season 1. Yeah, I'm gonna watch that video after season 1. So no, Luxie, you are not becoming the mod. I'm not. I can't have the mod be the one that's causing the corruption and this stirring. Yeah. But anyways, all right. So we're gonna go ahead and check out the next one, dubbing director. Let's get it. This is the director. So the happiest episode was the one that y'all were mentioning that I should not, which I already watched that one. So, but I didn't get the spoiler. Y'all said there was a spoiler in there, but I didn't get it, and I'm not gonna try to think about it.
所有人在录的时候都还蛮崩溃的，属于另创了一个语言。我也会在这个片子里面会留一点声音的，大家去片子里面找找。不录了，再见。
Interesting. Dude, the music.
不用那么刻意的，不用那。
Oh, wait a second. We get some info. Ooh, okay. Ooh, okay. He's been in the King's Avatar as well. Makes sense.
不用那么刻意的，太表面了。我觉得整体可以稍微慢一点，因斯赞格威啊。我们再有一点点那种讲。
Man, this soundtrack, like this music, so good. Like actually, we're missing a bit of the storytelling feeling.
故事感觉有一点带。
Are they using Pro Tools as well? That's what I use.
代入感在安提戈努斯家族笔记区。最后那个再有一点结尾的感觉啊，停更的故事到此结束。
用诡秘之主的方式做一下自我介绍吧。
重新认识一下，请你们称呼我为诡秘之主配音导演。
Dubbing director Donghua. Lord of the Mysteries.
阿杰老师担任《诡秘之主》动画配音导演的感受如何？
非常荣幸，感谢官方可以让我来做这个《诡秘之主》动画的配音导演，因为这是我第一次指导这种风格的作品啊，时时刻刻被故事里边的情节所震撼。
Man，
接下来进入塔罗牌问答环节。
How was Kai chosen to be Klein's voice actor? How do you feel about collaborating with Yang Kai? Teacher AG, can you tell us about some stories of Klein's dubbing?
老师可以说一下和克莱恩的配音演员杨凯奇的合作感受吗？凯奇是如何被挑选出来担任克莱恩这个角色的？通过试音啊，不光是我了，整个我们的这个导演组，包括片方，大家一起来选，最终挑选出凯奇的。克莱恩这个角色非常重要，所以试音的人选是非常的多。凯奇能够从众多的配音演员候选中脱颖而出，还是有他自己的能力在。
Man, and he did a fantastic job. Like, I don't know much about, I can't really speak on like the goodness of like Chinese voice actors because I don't speak I don't speak the language, but like just from what it sounds really nice. Like his voice sounds really nice and it fits Klein.
在这儿的，我觉得凯奇确实是一个非常努力的配音演员，在录制的过程中，甚至有些地方会给我们一些惊喜。在这里，我还是很恭喜凯奇的，能够完。
Yay! He did a great job.
在杨凯奇配音的过程中，你觉得他最大的成长是什么？
最大的成长，我觉得是对于角色内心的一个把握吧。他一直是把自己和克莱恩这个角色是紧紧的相。
He's quite similar to Klein. Okay, interesting. So that's you don't expect that, but I'm sure it does happen whenever you're an actor. You're trying to embody the role of Klein. You kind of like start to change a little bit, like your personality wise. But he's saying that they closely relate to each other.
关联起来的。
Voice actor is so passionate and talented. I know he seems like very, very on point.
诡秘之主的世界观其实十分的庞大复杂，是的，非常
very huge, very complex. Even just through season 1, it tells a full story.
至少我们现在第一季到目前为止讲的这个故事，我书是看了2遍啊。你
had to read the book twice. No way. Are you tormented by the difficult to pronounce occult terms? Were you troubled by the massive world building of Lord?
您在指导配音的时候，有没有被原著里边拗口的神秘学名词折磨到？确实就是这样。里边这些世界观对于我来说是全新的，之前从来没有接触过的。现在还能回忆1-2句印象深刻的台词吗？我们是守护者，也是一群时刻对抗着。
Yes. Oh my gosh, this iconic line. But also a bunch of miserable wretches constantly fighting against threats and madness. That needs to be like a T-shirt, to be honest. That needs to be a T-shirt. It's harsh on their ears, so that's why they won't watch Lord of Mysteries. And that's just weird. I totally agree. Glyph, I totally agree with you. Because, like, people don't, like, I've never understood that, especially since I've watched Fog Hill 5 Elements before and all that. And, like, I don't get it. Like, it sounds just fine. It just sounds like, I mean, it doesn't make sense to me. It is very weird. Because, like, people have no problem watching, like, Japanese, just original, like, original Japanese for anime. But I don't know what about Chinese that makes difference. It doesn't really, I mean, I think that they're just as talented voice actors with, Chinese Donghua than like Japanese anime, so it's very interesting.
危险和疯狂的可怜处。这次《诡秘之主》动画的配音导演过程中，有没有记忆比较深刻的经历？我突然想到啊，里边会涉及到这个赫米斯语，属于另创了一枚。
Yeah, inventing your own language must be crazy. Like, how do you even do that? And you have to practice like saying these words and being able to like act as well while you're doing it. It's like if I were to try to act, like voice act, but I'm speaking like a totally different language that's not like my native language. It's kind of, it must be difficult.
语言，我们在录的过程中吧，因为这个
middle recording right now because it's completely new different language.
完全全新的一种语言，所有人在录的时候都
Everyone's quite worked up when they were recording.
还蛮崩溃的，可能录普通的
Times they record normal lines in just 1 or 2 tries.
台词，一遍两遍也就过了，但是这个
But this Hermes, you had to say each sentence 10 or 20 times until it worked. Oh man.
词语每句话可能要说个10遍20遍才能过，对于很多配音演员来说
It's quite frustrating for the voice actors. Oh man.
有点崩溃。
那我们进入到下一环节，表情包快问快答。我们都知道诡秘的细节很多，杰达可不可以透露一下配音方面有没有预埋一些彩蛋？
大家都知道我在当配音导演的时候，我也会在这个
有没有预埋一些彩？
There are a lot of details hidden in the first volume of Lord of the Mysteries. Can you tell us if there's any Easter eggs hidden in the dubbing? Don't bother me, I'm having a barbecue. What?
大家都知道我在当
Everyone knows when I was the dubbing director that I would also be in the show itself.
表演的时候，我也会在这个片子里边会留一点
Have few hidden traces left. Think of that as an Easter egg.
当做一个彩蛋吧，大家去片子里面找找。
形容一下第一次见到乌贼老师的。
Describe your feelings when you met Mr. Cuttlefish.
见到了这个原作大大，那不得上前。
Have you seen his original work? Then you can't step forward. Give it a try.
啊，冲一下，要个签名舞的。
接到诡秘动画的配音导演。
How did you feel before you accepted the job and finished?
工作前和完成所有配音工作后的心情是怎样的？
因为我一直
work hard, work hard, work hard because I've been working so
实在
hard. Oh, absolutely.
认真的工作，努力的工作，踏实的工作，我脑子里只有工作啊。
Well, he did a great job. I mean, like, I totally appreciate, like, that they actually went to town on the Donghua. Like, they didn't have to go as hard as they did, but, like, I understand why they had to. Like, there's no way you can screw up something like that. It's just not possible. Should not be an option. And they definitely didn't do that option. They went full throttle for it, and I'm so happy they did because it's turning out great. I cannot wait. Cannot wait for what else comes next. But okay, so cool. So that was that, and then we got 2 more left. So the production, the finished production vlog featuring Cuttlefish that loves diving. We're finally gonna get to see him in the area watching or part of the final production. Ooh, it's like a party, man. Dude, I want to go there. Wait. Dude, can you imagine being part of something like this? Like, it must be so satisfying. Like, actually. What are y'all talking about? Yes, Cuttlefish. The main creative team behind Lord of the Mysteries came together for a wrap-up party. There he is! Oh, well, there he is right there. Oh, what a wholesome man. Look at him. Watching the last 3 episodes. Oh my gosh, dude, imagine they just turn the camera. They just without telling nobody or without telling anybody. Face-to-face communication with the original author. As a guy, well, actually, I was a bit sad at first. Crying. At that time, we were talking with Mia and. Just not change anything for any reason. Closed door discussion lasted 5 hours. 5 hours they just talked about it. That's insane. Oh man. Light is the sign that that is the end of that. I don't know, something I supposed to look at. Closing. Delivered a speech first, please. Wow. Prepared a rough speech, 30,000 words. Wow. Teacher, wow, cuttlefish. Help us Dude, you see that poster in the background? I want that poster. Like, imagine hanging it like right there on my wall, like a smaller version. That'd be so sick, man. Do they sell pictures? Do they sell pictures or posters? All right. Yeah. Oh, wow. Everybody's signing it. That's so sick. So prepared a surprise for everyone on the street. Wow. Yo, okay. Oh, what the? Oh, what the hey? What just happened? I don't know what just happened. Hello, go back, please. I don't know what I clicked. Okay. They had like this giant cake. Look at that sucker, dude. I wonder if that cake was good. It looks good. What's up, Sleepy Cell? Hey, you're not so late. We still got a couple of videos left, so you know you made it. Everything's all good. We've just been enjoying the behind the scenes stuff for now. We're on the second to last or second to the latest one. There it is. See you June 28th. We already saw you, and it's amazing, man. It's like. I'm glad the team seems like they really feel like they have accomplished something great. And I feel like that's motivation, right? It's got to be motivation for, like, if you feel like you accomplished something great and you're getting positive feedback from the fans, then it's just more motivation to keep going and keep doing good things. I mean, you've been live for 2 hours. Yeah, I guess it has been a while. All right, cool. So that was the second to last one. That was the production, finished production vlog, and then the most difficult episode is the last one we got here.
录了5个小时，还是挺崩溃的。
It was still quite broken, especially some details.
中间的一些细节有很多也是一些隐藏的彩蛋，不像一个社畜很狗腿的样子。
Wow.
就是他和队长握手。
He what?
就是他和队长握手。
Oh gosh, it's so fast, man. They speak so fast. He shook hands with the captain. Okay.
一开始我是画的单手，后来我觉得不。
Shares production details of client's design, but later on decided it should be less.
像一个社畜很狗腿的样子，然后把它改成。
So I changed the handshake to be
那种特别热情的双手。
Oh, I see. First time Klein met old Neil. Please on this one.
好的，尼尔先生。
老年人看远的东西啊，他就会把眼镜放下来，没注意。
Yeah, they put down those glasses. Yeah.
如果你对老年人观察太少了，
我已经解读出了几个符号。
对，因为是老弟儿去领。
There were copies made by old Neil from Roselle's original.
磨的罗塞尔笔记，他又不懂这些
He doesn't understand what the words mean.
字是什么意思，偏旁部首一定要错开。所以说
radicals are spaced, so it'd be particularly ugly. Wow. Okay, I didn't even notice that.
他就会特别丑。
The director who takes no breaks, the mysterious master of the review room, the king of DLs who controls it. I ask you a question.
在动画反复打磨的过程
During the process of refining the animation, were there any standout moments?
中有没有很崩溃的时刻？
文字转化成影视作品，最
Converting a text into film. See, that's because with manga, you at least have a like kind of a art basis to some extent, like actual physical like arts, like cartoon, whatever, drawing, like whatever you want to call it. But for this, you're converting text to literal
最
animation.
难的一点其实就是代入感。你之前设想好的，在最后的实现的过程中没有完全的达成一致的时候，还是挺崩溃的。
Still broken. How do you create two different worlds?
是和非凡两个完全不同的事件时是怎么去做的？
现实的世界同样也是停更的整个一个塑造，偏那种低饱和。
Low saturation. Relatively speaking, it should feel quite old.
相对于来说比较陈旧的感觉。非凡领域的设计上面用了一些比较突出的一些对比很强的一些色彩，去把它和停更的整个一个灰暗的现实世界做了一个巨大的区分。
如果观众10年后
Audience rewatches this work in 10 years, what impression do you think they'll
再
have?
回看这部作品，
That's a good question. That's actually a very good question. Like, how's this anime or like Donghua? How's this going to stand? Is this going to stand the test of time? That's my.
你最希望大家留下什么印象？
我们会有一些和诡秘剧情密切相关的元素构成，比如说不可名状的东西，一些很杂乱的线条，或者是眼睛，有很多也是一些隐藏的彩蛋。我也希望就是大家在看诡秘动画的时候，能够慢慢去发现的。
音乐和音效设计有哪？
What are the considerations for the music and sound design? See, this right here is huge. The music and sound design. How do you even come up with that stuff? Like, you look at something and you're like, okay, yeah. What should this sound like?
就是我们采取了很多西方的一些音乐的采样，把它进行重新的编曲制作，达到一个和我们以前听到的音乐风格上面的一个差异性。包括我们诡秘所有的音效全是实录的。比如说我们在有一集里面，克莱恩他在一片森林里面，画面上面有风在吹，当时的音效老师就是
drove themselves up a mountain.
自己开车去山上面，然后蹲在那录了
Recording for 5
5个小时，
hours.
就是为了录那个。
Record the sound of the wind blowing the leaves. 5 hours on that? That's insane. Like, that's dedication right there. Can we, like, we have to take this into consideration whenever we're judging, like, Lord of the Mysteries, whenever we're saying, like, oh, whether it's good or not. We have to take into consideration how much time they spent. Like, they spent 5 hours because they wanted to be perfect. They wanted it to be correct. Yeah, it's
风吹树林的那种叶子声。
That's insane. That's insane. Like, it just watching all those behind the scenes videos really puts into perspective for me. It really puts into perspective how much like blood, sweat, and tears went into that, and helps me appreciate it more. That's something that I wish that more animations would do, is do behind the scenes, because then it can kind of, you know, change our mindset. I was like, you know, being able to appreciate the art more. Lee Alex, hi everyone, how's your day? Hey, what's going on? Welcome to the Avataku stream. We just finished up watching all the behind the scenes videos, or at least from like 5 to 9, because I already watched the first 4 on the channel. Yes. All right, cool. All right, so with all that out of the way, I think we only have one video left, and then we'll probably end off the stream there. We've been streaming for quite quite a bit. Let's see. Okay, it's the Annie news video. We got a big one, so I probably won't be.
If there was ever a...
Oh man, okay, this is gonna be great. 20 minutes. 20 minutes.
Series that...
All right, next up we have Lord of the Mysteries episode 1, cut content. What did the anime change? And all your questions answered by Annie News. Let's get into it. What are we watching next, Adam? We're going to be watching the Annie News video that everybody has been recommending I check out. Yes. We also watching the Gachiakta interview. Honestly, we'll save that for next stream, because hopefully episode 2 will be out, and I think just from what I know from the manga, episode 2 is going to be really good, and I think that would be a good segue. So yes, we'll watch that. We'll watch that for next stream, because I think I don't want this stream to be too long. So yeah, we'll go ahead and just finish it off on some LOTM content, some peak. What content was changed to the when it comes to the anime? Let's check it out.
If there was ever a series that needed to cut content to go along with it, Lord of...
Here it is.
If there was ever a series that needed to cut content to go along with it, Lord of Mysteries would definitely be it. That's not because it's impossible to watch without. It's just there's so much...
Actually, for the sake. All right. Y'all ready to check it out? The Annie News video. Everybody's into checking me out. Should I pick back up Gachiakta? I stopped getting new volumes after volume 3. Honestly, yes. Gachiakta is unironically probably one of my favorites manga. Even though I just recently started getting into more manga, but it is actually really good. I've read volumes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And if I'm doing the math right, if they're doing one chapter per episode, which was what episode 1 only did one chapter of the first volume, they will end off, and if they're planning on having like a 12 to 13 episode season, then they're probably going to end right after volume 6. So I might already know everything that's going to be in season 1, but we'll just have to see. Anyways, let's check it out. Annie News, Lord of the Mysteries episode 1 cut content. What did the anime change?
If there was ever a series that needed to cut content to go along with it, Lord of Mysteries would definitely be it. That's not because it's impossible to watch without. It's just there's so much lore that the Donghua can't possibly cover all of it.
So true.
Like, whether it be Beyonders and Pathways, the mysterious kingdom Klein now finds himself in.
24 episodes? If it's 24 episodes, that is such a fat W. Like, actually. Ooh. $24. Wow. Well, hey, there we go. Time to pick up.
Churches and cults,
but yes,
the history.
I recommend Gachiakta picking up the manga. I'll definitely be getting volume 7 whenever it comes out for the physical copy.
Behind all of it, every aspect is fleshed out in rich and overwhelming detail. Now, I know a lot of you might be confused with what you watched from episode 1, but I promise that sense of bewilderment is all part of it. Just like how Klein is unsure of where he is, how he got here, and what's going on around him, we too are thrust into this world with no information whatsoever. Yes, the pacing is undoubtedly fast, but I think this video can really help to alleviate that.
Yeah.
So, if you're looking to better understand Lord of Mysteries and see how episode 1 compares to the novel, stick around as this will cover all of that. But first, if you're looking for a new RPG...
Dude, this is like a movie. This is straight up like a movie. Like, I need to grab some popcorn. But this is not a movie. This is a commercial. Hey, Annie News has got to get their bag, and I am not mad about that.
I mentioned all others Stormator, even after also the dolls. Just click the link. The Fool, covering chapters 1 to 14 from the web novel.
Here it is.
The anime starts with a very brief description of Beyonders and Pathways. The novel begins immediately with Klein's transmigration. A concept most of you might be more familiar with as getting isekai'd. His awakening was met with quite a bit of confusion since paralysis, pain, and headaches overwhelmed his entire body. He hadn't yet realized he wasn't Zhou Mingshui anymore, so the main source of his panic was thinking he might not be able to show up to work tomorrow. It was once his body finally allowed himself to move again that Klein would take in his surroundings then himself. Immediately he knew this was a transmigration he'd read about in so many novels before, so while younger him might have been overjoyed to be in a situation he'd always fantasized about, the current him just found it troublesome. Eventually his panic would subside, and it was soon after that memories of the
Is Luxie going? I'm getting really sleepy. Good night, chat. I shall continue my corruption next time. Alright, see you, Luxie. Appreciate you coming to the stream and being one of the first people here. I appreciate it. Have a good night. We'll see you later. Alright, bye, Sevilla.
Original Klein would start appearing to him. He would learn all the general info we saw in the anime, plus a bit of extra details regarding his family.
Wow.
So, his father was a sergeant who'd sacrificed himself during a conflict with the southern continent, a loss which would provide the compensation enabling him to attend private language school. This in turn laid the foundation allowing him to get into university, a period of time where his mother would pass away as well.
Wow.
That being the case, all Klein has left is his elder brother, a younger sister, and the 2-bedroom apartment they stay in. They're by no means wealthy at all, but they are supported by their elder brother and his income at an import and export company.
Benson.
Now, as a history graduate himself, Klein has a solid knowledge of the origin for all languages in the northern continent, as well as the more rare Hermes language more commonly used in ancient texts and praying rituals. This is the language the mysterious notebook was written in, but rather than have numerous bits be translated like Black Emperor or the Tudor Kingdom, the only line Klein read was the final one. As shocking of a statement as it was, Klein's attention couldn't help but shift towards the revolver. Reason being that if his family was as poor as it was, then how was it that they could afford this weapon? Even the gas lamp was something far out of their budget, but that was a gift his older brother Benson saved up for.
Wow.
You see, because Klein's success would affect their family's future as a whole, Benson had used his own savings in order to ensure Klein had the best conditions to study in. It was a negotiation with the landlord that resulted in this. This, however, was a gas meter, and it required one single coin to operate. A copper penny typically used as the basic currency for the Lone Kingdom. Klein would then see it was still the dead of night, so that's when he figured he should clean up his room before his sister woke up. It was a routine trip to the bathroom, triggering another one of his memory fragments. This time it was about his landlord, Mr. Frankie, and all the times he would inspect the bathroom to make sure no one was wasting anything. That's not really that important, but what is are the occasional memory fragments, as well as the fact Klein got a washcloth then cleaned all the bloodstains from his former self's suicide attempt. He would then empty out the revolver, take in once again the ominous line he read, then go over all the questions currently plaguing him. So it's pretty clear that Klein is rather insightful. He takes his time to let things sink in, then thinks about them carefully before coming to any conclusions. Most of his questions weren't any he knew he needed to concern himself with just yet, as the true problem now was figuring out why he was isekai'd and how he could return. There were too many things back at his old life that he didn't want to leave behind. This triggered the last memory he had before he got here, and that was his attempt at Chinese divination. You see, as someone who—
Okay, so that's how it's said. It's Chinese divination. Because I was like, divination? Divination?
Who was terminally online, Cho had purchased a book on the arcane thinking it would help him improve his posturing on the internet. It really didn't help at all, so for a while he just left the book tucked away in a corner. It was when a spree of bad luck started plaguing him for about a month that Cho would put his divination knowledge to use. He would go and attempt what's known as the luck enhancement ritual. The steps were exactly as we saw in the anime, plus a chant a bit more complex than just the celestial worthy. Klein had actually said the accurate version in this scene here, but for some reason it just wasn't translated properly.
Yeah.
In any case, it was once the 4 steps were taken and the chants spoken that 5 minutes was all it took for the luck enhancement to take effect. Well, nothing happened after 5 minutes for him, but his transmigration did occur that exact same night.
This is
Considering
still
that's
insane to
more
me,
than
that
just an
entire
unlikely
scene.
coincidence, Klein decided he would try the luck enhancement ritual again. Thus why we see him buying all the bread the day after. It was for the time being, though, that Joe would attempt to discover more about himself. Since Klein's memories were partially available to him, he could sit down and recall whatever fragments were there. The thing is, a lot of the more pertinent things weren't. His memories were like shattered glass, missing pieces all throughout. He couldn't remember how he'd attained the revolver, whether he'd been killed or killed himself, or even the meaning behind any of the words in the notebook.
So, is he able to remember, like, to a certain extent, he's able to, like, remember or, like, be able to, like, pose as Klein, like, with memories, but slowly but surely he's trying to remember all that Klein knows. Because I'm sure that must be, like, very shocking to just all of a sudden have a bunch of new memories.
Also couldn't remember
that
much
aren't
about
exactly
his
yours.
university life, but what he did know was that he had an interview with another university's history department. Since he'd just graduated from the Koi University, his mentor had given him a recommendation letter for 2 other ones, one of which he would be interviewing at for a lecture position in just 2 days. It was a position that, if offered, would boost his family's socioeconomic status way higher.
Yeah.
Compared to his brother's salary of just over £1 a week, the lecturer's position gave almost quadruple. So this was
my gosh, dude, just over £1 a week. That's what Klein was mentioning in the episode 2, I think it was.
An opportunity that could change all their lives for the better.
Or was it episode 1?
Melissa's entrance after would also carry quite a bit of information too, since it's here we learn of the ties between Lowen's education department and religion. In the past, Sunday school was offered by various churches, but in an attempt to mitigate conflict and maintain religious neutrality, the kingdom enacted a basic education law.
I think he pretty much has a fair amount of Klein's memories than we know because I think he cares about them fairly quickly, as if they are his real siblings. Yep.
Than have the Lord of Storms, the Evernight Goddess, and the God of Steam and Machinery all compete, the kingdom instead established public schools. I don't expect those titles to have any meaning to you right now, but it does introduce the idea of multiple churches and their influence over society. In any case, Melissa herself aspires to be a steam mechanic, a passion also supported by her older brother Benson. With the tuition that was more on the costly side, Benson would have to work overtime and take jobs that were a bit more dangerous. It's for that reason we don't...
Dude, Benson is the MVP. Like he did it for a bit, I think. Okay, interesting.
Really see him since work has kept him more or less preoccupied.
Like, actually.
For those wondering why Klein doesn't help out too, well, as a commoner very far behind in the university curriculum, it takes all his time just to keep up with it. Like, where all the other students learned the origin language young, Klein's first contact with it was here. That being the case, studying was pretty much all Klein did.
Yeah, he's got crap ton of books in his room.
What Klein picked up here was the most valuable item his father left behind, but due to its secondhand nature, it would often malfunction. Melissa, being the aspiring mechanic she was, often needed to fix it herself. It's a feat we see her do once again here. She would then leave to attend her classes, a walk which normally took about 50 minutes. There was the option to always take a horse carriage, but due to its costs, she decided against it. A quick bit of lore included shortly after this is that days and years function pretty much the same here. The reason days are split the way they are here, though, is directly due to the influence of religion. You see, there were 7 Orthodox gods carrying influence over the northern continent, each of which I assume get a day of their own. Next came an explanation to the Lowen Kingdom's currency system, but due to its confusing nature and grossly uneven denominations, I'll give it some time to see if knowing about it is actually worth it. For now,
Yo, what is up, Merlin, Hermes? What's up, dude? We just finished, oh man, it was like a couple, because we had just finished the behind the scenes videos of Lord of the Mysteries, but we also watched the videos you uploaded on the Mysticism Class 3 and then also the Chibi, right? I think you uploaded both those, but for sure the Mysticism Class 3 from Old Neil. And dude, thank you for your hard work. Like, just doing all that is awesome. It's great for the community, so thank you so much. Merlin, W's for Merlin in the chat. What a goat. What a goat.
All you gotta know is that Klein and his family are broke. Klein also...
And now we're currently watching the episode 1 cut material of from Annie News.
Has an unnatural passion towards money, so the man spent a whole minute admiring it before finally setting out to spend it.
LOL, that's not me. Wait, what? Am I... Is it that Merlin? Are there different Merlins? What? Never mind. Thank you for your hard work. I'm sure you do other hard work elsewhere, then you can just take it as that. Thank you for your hard work in whatever you do. That's Merlin Sparrow. Okay, never mind. I totally got that wrong. Hey, yo, I only saw his name like 3 times and registered it in my brain like very vaguely. But anyways, yo, what's up, Mr. Wish? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Oh, well, I still W for the other Merlin. Yeah, W for Merlin Hermes for being a hard worker and whatever else, whatever else you do. Thanks for your comments, though. Yeah. Thank you all for tuning in to the stream. We're just watching some Annie News Episode 1 cut content. What did the anime change?
Now, at first he was hesitant to bring the revolver too, but considering it was the only defensive weapon he had, Klein figured he could at least use it to intimidate someone. Why would he need to do that? Well, his neighborhood was by no means classy. The streets were filthy and the poor and starving were everywhere, so the odds of there being thieves were actually quite high.
Yeah.
Even more so with all the children getting exploited to become them.
Ooh,
it was after Klein had purchased the bread that a trailing figure wouldn't be what sent him into the tarot tent. In the novel,
was his name Jenkins? Jenkins? Mr. Jenkins?
Just stumble upon it by chance, then decide to take part since the origin of tarot here was different than how it was on Earth. You see, not only did Roselle create that, along with all the other inventions Klein mentioned, he also invaded nations, brought others under his protection, and made them all bow down to his own empire. It was from this the Church of Craftsmanship would receive its first public holy revelation, changing the god of craftsmanship to the god of steam and machinery.
Wow.
Again, I wouldn't get too caught up on what any of that means, but would instead just focus on the fact Roselle was the one who caused it.
Dude.
He also created a fleet that discovered a route to the southern continent.
Okay, I'm like not kidding when I say this, but Roselle actually seems like... I hope we get more from him in season 1 at least. Because he seems like an actual freaking unit. I cannot wait to see what he can do.
Leading to the beginning of an era of colonialism. The year 1198 was...
Like that whole scene right there, are you kidding me? Like when I saw that for the first time, I was in disbelief. I was like, he's able to like communicate, and he was literally able to like decipher what Roselle was talking about. That's like something nobody else was able to do,
when
right?
He was finally betrayed, assassinated by a combination of forces from a rebelling church and the former royal family known as the Sauron family. Such was the knowledge Klein flooded himself with, leading to his interest in the tarot cards. He was also intrigued by the lady herself, curious to see if she could divine that he was a transmigrator. The ritual itself was pretty much the same, but the number of the Fool card is actually supposed to be 0. To Klein, he assumed this symbolized a fresh beginning and new possibilities, but that was based off a very basic understanding of tarot.
Roselle
it was before he could find out what it really meant, though, that the real fortune teller would interrupt and stop them. Klein would then leave since the ritual was no longer free, purchase the rest of food, then head back home to complete his own ritual. He decided he would do it first in his own language, then should that fail, proceed to do it in the languages native to this world. So, with a whisper, a chant, another whisper, and a meditation, Klein would complete the 4 steps of the luck ritual, then quickly be overwhelmed by the sounds of whispers. He could neither understand nor distinguish what any of the voices were saying, but what he did know was that the pain of experiencing it was unbearable. It was once that pain finally subsided that Klein would find himself surrounded by fog. It was an endless gray fog dotted with countless crimson stars floating in the distance. Ooh. 2 of these stars he accidentally touched, leading them to burst open and empty both his mind and spirit. On the other side would be Audrey trying to awaken this royal heirloom, while Alger would be in the Sonia Sea holding a relic of his own. Ooh. Both items would envelop their holders with a crimson light, sending them to the same gray fog where Klein was at.
There it is, yeah.
This much we already saw, but what we didn't see was Klein's deliberation between his 2 options here. Yeah. He could either feign victimhood, hide his identity and gain their trust, or maintain his mysterious persona and probe for valuable information. There was little time to actually make this decision, so Klein decided he would exploit the psychological state of those thrown into such a situation and use that to gain the greatest advantage for himself. He couldn't quite make out who exactly he was talking to, but he figured the stronger he got and the more he understood what this domain of his was, eventually he might be able to see through the fog. Yeah. For now, the roles were made absolutely clear. Ooh. Here they were the visitors and he the master. To Klein, their image was nothing more than a projection from the stars he had touched, creating what he could only assume was an intangible connection only he himself could grasp.
Wow, so I didn't know that he couldn't see them. Because I had a suspicion that they weren't able to see each other, that Audrey and Alger weren't able to see each other. Bye, Merlin. Thanks for hopping on the stream. Thanks for coming by and hanging out for a bit. I got class in like 30. Happy streaming. Appreciate it, man. Catch you on the next one. See ya. Klein be like psychological manipulation. Go. Exactly, Luvion. That's what I'm saying.
That's why he made it clear they could leave whenever they wanted.
Exactly like why I mentioned Code Geass. You know, or at least I'm pretty sure I made that reference. At least I think it made the cut. But yeah, psychological manipulation. Dude just was like, I'm going to take advantage of this situation and make them think that this is craziness.
Since with him being the one in control, he wanted to show he carried no ill intent towards them. This made things a bit more comfortable for Audrey, allowing her to open up and ask her question of how to become a Beyonder. A Beyonder wasn't someone the average person would probably ever meet, but they did exist, whether in courts, tribunals, execution agencies, or other organizations. They were still fighting like how Alger said, it's just there's a lot less of them compared to the number that existed during the early years of the Iron Age. A lengthy period of time dictating the current and ongoing era of the 5th Epoch. So, if Audrey wanted to become a Beyonder in this day and age, then all she needed to do was join a church. That was the first step towards doing so. This typically involved losing her freedom though, so the only other option was to seek out royal families or nobles with a history branching 1,000 years into the past. That or seek out some of the more evil organizations hidden in the shadows. Ooh. None of these were to Audrey's liking, so her inquiry into other options would lead Alger to reveal his own solution. The 2 Sequence 9 potions he himself possessed. These potions were the only way people could become Beyonders, and the name of said potion usually coincided with their core characteristics. That being the case, for the first potion known as the Sailor, this enabled one to have incredible balance, granted immense strength and illusory scales under the skin, increased proficiency at swimming, then greatly enhanced one's mobility underwater.
Interesting.
So, for the person who ingested it, they could easily swim like a fish without equipment and just as easily last underwater for at least 10 minutes.
Wow.
Such were the powers that came with the Sequence 9 potion Sailor.
Okay.
Spectator granted an exceptionally sharp mind and observational abilities, so the digestion of this would allow its user to easily read people. Whether it's through their emotions or conduct, a person's real thoughts would always be on display for them. The key warning with a potion like this, though, is that once a spectator, you can only ever be a spectator. They were words that didn't really go to sway Audrey, though, so without hesitation, she would express her interest in the spectator potion. The deal was that in exchange for 100 milliliters of ghost shark blood, Alger would then give Audrey the formula for it. Neither had any concerns the other wouldn't follow through, since under the eyes of the fool, they felt assured.
Wow.
Alger would then give her the location to which she needed to send the shark's blood to, after which he would dictate the formulous potion to her here. Now, Alger was rather ingenious with the way he approached all this, since the offering of his services wasn't just for show. No, since these gatherings were something he was pulled into without consent, if more were to happen and he couldn't refuse, then the best thing to do was reap as many benefits as he could.
Yeah.
He'd already secured a resource that was rather difficult to obtain, and that to him was just the beginning. So, with their combined backgrounds, resources, and information networks, Alger believed he could get quite a great deal from these gatherings.
Yeah.
Klein had no problem accepting these gatherings either, since already they've shed quite a bit of light on Beyonders and other secrets. So, if he was truly dedicated to figuring out how to get back home, getting as much information as possible was always a positive, even if it did put his own secrets at risk. Now, with this gathering coming to a close, the founding of the Tarot Club would lead to insight on the tarot cards themselves. Just like in our own world, tarot cards here didn't come equipped with the power to divine the future. No, the divinity of such things came from the person themselves. Everyone has something spiritual, allowing them to attune themselves to the spiritual world, and it's the tarot cards that help people interpret the signs they receive from it.
Smart hangman.
Most of those signs will go unnoticed, but for those that aren't, it's divination tools like tarot cards that will help you understand them. The cards Roselle made are a whole separate thing, each representing an unknown power and one of the 22 paths to the divine. There was mention of it originating from what's called a blasphemy slate, but these are all concepts we'll learn more about in the future.
Yeah,
For now, this would be it for the gathering, and Klein would chalk up his experience as an incredible convenience. With its ability to communicate with others wherever and whenever, Klein would describe the Grey Fog as something akin to a social networking platform. As for the guests Klein just hosted, they actually got a whole chapter depicting things from their end. It's some side character development that could still come in the future, so that's something that we'll leave for later. I think this is a pretty good place to stop, so I'll be sure to continue the series with the rest of episode 1 next week. If you liked learning more about the show and want to see more, then be sure to leave a like and let me know down in the comments.
There it is.
Feel free to subscribe too, since there'll be plenty more Lord of Mysteries videos in the future.
Wow, that was a great video, man. I felt like I just watched a movie, because that gave me so much information. Reach the stream network. I don't know. On mine it says 0, but obviously I know that y'all are still there. So I'm not really batting an eye at it. But wow, yeah, that was great. Oh man, I was just locked in, because so much stuff that I didn't really think about, but most of it seemed like it was pretty faithful. Most of it seemed like it was pretty all right. Yeah, W Annie News did a great job. I'll have to check out some more, maybe next stream. I'll check out some more of his videos on the rest of episode 1, and also episode 2, and I'm sure episode 3 as well. They continue doing these videos. Yeah. Help build the characters and world like in the novel. Exactly. Yeah. Sweet. What a W video by Annie News. Great. All right, guys. Oh, W stream, man. That was great. Yeah, we saw so much awesome content. Got caught up to some stuff, so I'll be uploading those highlight videos in the days to come. So y'all stick around and keep your eye out for those. Gachiakta episode 1 reaction will be out soon. If I have time after I end the stream, I will get it done. If not, I'm going to work on it first thing tomorrow, and I will get it uploaded by tomorrow for sure. Uploaded by tomorrow. First time me being here, and I'm hilarious already, huh? Yeah, dude, appreciate you coming and joining the stream. It's going to be great. W stream. Yeah, W stream indeed, guys. Thank y'all so much for everybody that stuck around for the entire stream, or if you just stuck around for a couple minutes and then left, that's still great as well. Thank y'all so much. W Adam stream chat. Thank you so much, y'all. Pleasure being here. Yeah. I will hope to see y'all next time. I'm gonna try to stream. I'll probably try to get back on streaming at least once a week, because I don't want to not talk to y'all and not hang out with y'all for too long, because it's always fun getting to chat with y'all and all that. So cool. Yeah, well, I ended off here. Thank you all so much. And yeah, if you haven't already, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, like the video, and share this with somebody who enjoys the content, the Avitaku content. So yeah, I will see y'all in the next video or the next stream or whatever. God bless, and I will see y'all later. Bye. Peace.